Testing 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Testing 1 2. Mic test 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Mic test 1 2. No. Testing 1 2.
Testing 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2. Testing 1 2 3.
Testing 1 2. Mic test 1 2.
Mic check 1 2. Testing 1 2 3.
Testing 1 2. Mic test 1 2 1 2.
Check check. Mic check 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
A pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We want to welcome you to Tiger Stadium, where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, yes, it is finally the moment we've all been waiting for this whole week. We have done everything to prepare for this one game at the high school. You know, we've had Spirit Day. We had the big pep rally today. We've had, you know, everybody talking on both sides, getting prepared. And you want to know why? Because it's rivalry week. And officially, man, Mark, it is time. EE versus Mercedes, the 65th annual game between the Tigers and the Jackets. John Cannon alongside Mark Mayhem. And Mark, man, you know, it was funny. I put on my Facebook page today that it's been 20-plus years that I've covered this game, and I still have goosebumps coming into it.
Well, yeah, you know, this is the biggest game of the football season. I mean, this is the biggest rivalry matchup this week. This is the battle that everyone, the most anticipated battle. It's finally here. Friday Night Lights. You know, temperatures are, you know, cooling down. A little bit of rain earlier, but the sky's lit. The lights are bright, and it's Friday Night Football, man. I can't wait. I'm ready.
And here's the kicker. This is a district opener.
Yeah,
for both teams.
What a way to open up the district matchup.
And both teams come in with the exact same record at 1-3. So, you know, there's a lot at stake. Obviously, of course, our Jackets coming off a huge win last week. Look like the team that we've expected them to look like. They beat Edinburgh North 37-7. And from the start, Mark, I mean, this thing, we jumped right on them. We were able to, on the ensuing kickoff, we got the ball. Then Raven throws it to Trejo, and we score. And then we get the ball back, score again. It was just like we scored 14 points in less than about 3 minutes, I think we talked about. and our guys just never took their foot off the gas. And the big cog to the offense was a guy that played defense but is now on offense, Jay Cardenas, 16 carries, 200 yards, 3 TDs.
That's my guy right there. Jay Juke Cardenas is what they call him. Guy juking everybody out of their jocks. And I'll tell you what, John, last week, Coach Bradley Chavez took a huge gamble. He started mixing and matching and, started formulating his own little, concoction, and took his DBs and put him as RBs and his RBs at DBs, and it worked out. It was a good concoction, if you will, and I think it worked out great for him. It's a big risk. It was a big gamble, but you know what? At the end of the day, Coach Bradley Chavez, ultimately, I got to say he made the smart move by doing so, and look at that. Jay Cardenas as a DB was your RB, your running back last week, and scored 3 touchdowns?
3 touchdowns, 200 yards on the ground.
Wow.
In fact, we had 238 yards total offense. He had 200 of them.
That's amazing, and I tell you what, I think he needs to stick to that formula because that's what worked best against Edinburgh North. Both they were both none of them had a win. They were winless.
Right.
And of course, the Yellow Jackets in the black hole last week at home took the win, as you mentioned, 37-7 right off the bat. I think they kicked off to Edinburgh North. They fumbled the ball. Raven took, passed it into Jesus El Machete Trejo. I love that guy, man. Number 88. Watch out for him. He's going to be an effective, I'm pretty sure they're going to utilize him tonight very well. Now, the one guy that they kind of saved him for a special moment, and Coach Bradley Chavez, I think, made the smart move in the name of Isaac De Anda. Isaac the Bruiser De Anda. You and I were talking about him, John. They didn't quite put him in. Didn't get a whole lot of playing time last week, but you know what? They put him in right when they needed him to be in there. And I'll tell you what, he wore that defense down toward the very end.
One thing about it, he was banged up a little bit, and Chavez had said he wanted to save him for district. Obviously now is when it counts. You can throw everything out the door. It doesn't matter what you did in non-district play. It matters now. And when I asked him that question, he said, "Yeah, I see. Deanda was a little banged up. He was itching to get in the game." But you know what, John? This is where I need him. I need him when it counts to district, And I guarantee you, we're going to see a lot of Jay Cardenas, but you're going to see big number 40 as well, pounding the rock. And remember another name that we didn't mention was Sean Alvarado.
Right.
This was a young man who was a DB,
mm-hmm.
who is, of course, the son of one of the greatest running backs ever to play, Sean Alvarado. So I think tonight we're going to see Sean get a lot of the ball as well, because I think Mercedes probably knows that Jay's going to get the brunt of the carry, and I'm sure he is. But I think Deanda and I think Alvarado could possibly be an X factor tonight. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And last week you were talking about it, John. You said, look, right now with the defensive backs now in the backfield alongside Raven Rojas, their QB for the Yellow Jackets, you said if they put themselves in a wishbone formation or two running backs in the backfield, and it just confuse the heck out of the defense, and that's exactly what they did because they put Sean Alvarado there alongside our big guy Jay Cardenas, and I think it really confused the defense because they couldn't stop Jay Cardenas last week for anything. And it's the same thing with Sean. I mean, once Cardenas started to wear down that defense, Sean came into the same thing. Had some good runs. A lot of good runs, picked up some good yardage, and it just confused the defense. They didn't know who to go. They didn't know where to go, and it was just a big mess after that. And I'll tell you what, obviously we got to give props to our offense. Best offensive performance of the year. But what about our defense, man? Our defense was laying some guys out. Yep. We had Jesus Beltran, the interception, ran it back all the way for a touchdown. They only allowed 101 total yards of offense. And I'll tell you, that score, give them credit. They scored, I believe it was on an interception. You remember? Because they did not score. Right. They did not score on our defense. No, they didn't. But I'm going to tell you what. That defense was just laying people out. I mean, we saw so many players get hurt for Edinburgh North. Derek the Hitman Ayala was just, laying the smackdown. Matt, that's the defense that Coach Jefferson has been expecting, that Coach Chavez has been expecting. And I'm going to tell you something tonight. Breaking news here out of Mercedes. Israel Alegria is going to play for the Tigers. He has been cleared. He will play at quarterback. We saw him a little bit. Pete and I were admiring what he can do. He's got a big arm. He can throw. But I'm going to tell you what. Our defense is licking at the chops, and they are going to go after that young man. They're going to go after that backfield. And I talked to some of the defensive guys today, and they said, if you think last week was a fluke, just watch today.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, John. And, here's the thing. They know that he's not 100%. He's favoring that shoulder and that wrist. So I think that's got to be motivation to the defense. They know he's not 100%. So, once they expose him tonight, defense is able, they're able to get some pass rushing in there, blitz all night long. As far as I'm concerned, I'm sure they're going to blitz a heck of a lot tonight. And they know they've got one goal in mind, and that's to get to Israel Alegria. And they need to take him down.
But I'm going to tell you this, and this surprised me, when I did my research a little bit. Horacio Pequeño. He's one of he's kind of like Raven. He's the young prodigal son who's going to take over the reins. Mm-hmm. He went 9 of 19 for 127 yards in a TD last week in the loss to Enberg. But then Brandon Lozoya came in also. He converted. I don't know what it is this year about DBs converting to offense, but I guess maybe that's the mantra this year.
Yeah.
He came in, had 17 carries for 156 yards in a TD. So I'm going to tell you, Adame may have a strategy kind of like we have.
Right.
Albert Trevino was our running guy, our running quarterback, and Ravens our throwing quarterback. Alegria can do a little bit of both. But you know what? Hey, if Lozoya did as well as he did, we may see him involved a little bit more on the offense. And then you got another guy named Josiah Cantu who had 151 total yards for Mercedes. So even though they're 1-3, and even though they've been outscored in their last 3 games, 121-35, there's weapons on this team, and it's not going to be as easy as people think. This is going to be a battle.
Yeah, and if you're the head coach for Mercedes, John, you're probably thinking, look, my quarterback is not 100%. We've got to protect him as much as possible. So they're probably going to run the ball a lot tonight. They want to get the ball out of Israel Alegria's hands as much as possible and maybe prevent him from having to throw the ball because of that injured shoulder and wrist that he's got. So he's not going to hold on to the ball for too long. They want to utilize the running back. So it's going to be a big running game on Mercedes' part.
Folks, we're going to pause. We have the anthem going on right now, so we will be back as soon as the anthem is over. You are listening to Edcouch-Elsa Yellow Jackets football on our Edcouch-Elsa ISD Facebook page. And also, you can watch the game later on tonight on the NFHS network. We'll be back with you shortly. Mark, I tell you what, I feel like royalty here tonight. We're in the presence of the gods, the camera gods. we got Funky Fresh back here running the sound.
Yeah,
we all have nicknames. We got Pistol Pete running the camera, still bragging about his win and his horrible trades that he tries to pass through in fantasy football. You're glad you didn't play this year. But something that George pointed out before, I don't know if you noticed, but Mercedes already chattering a little bit, already calling on Edcouch-Elsa. So we haven't even kicked off yet, and it's already started, man.
Yeah, we're seconds away from kickoff, man. Most anticipated match of the year, and it's finally here, and we're just all excited. We're ready to get this, show on the road, and I think we said it best last week. We said, Mercedes, watch out. I think that's why they're talking a lot of trash, because Jake Cardenas, you better watch out for number 32 tonight. He's coming after you. And he's looking to get 3 more touchdowns or more.
Well, one thing about it, Mercedes has motivation. They've won the last 4 games, or the last 4 contests that we played against them. They have 4 on us right now. Our last win was 2013, in which we won 20-17. The overall series, Mark, you're going to like this, 32-1.
Wow.
Somebody's going to get the advantage tonight. And here's a little history. This rivalry began in 1948, and it was 6-0 Mercedes with the win. The rivalry really kind of intensified in the 80s and 90s when Robert Vela was coaching for Edcouch and his brother Pete Vela was coaching for Mercedes. So kind of a neat little history there. And then, of course, we're going to finish it off this way. Got a couple of people that have some, some friendly bets going on. And, of course, both superintendents have their bet. There's a steak dinner.
Oh.
That's actually
I love me some steak.
Oh, yeah. So the loser has to buy a steak.
Nice.
So that ought to be interesting. Of course, you got the superintendent for Mercedes, which is Dr. Daniel Trevino.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, you have our superintendent, Ronald Cavazos. So, Mr. Cavazos, we're going to go ahead and call this for you. Go ahead and call Santa Fe Steakhouse, make reservations, because you're going to be going there. Okay?
Yeah.
If you want a steak, hey,
yeah.
No Longhorn, no chili, Santa Fe Steakhouse, baby.
Go big or go home, baby. That's right.
That's right. Mark, prediction of this game tonight. I did a newscast earlier this morning, and here's what I think will happen. If we can jump on these guys early, and if we can get points on these guys, I'm going to say the final score, EE 28. Mercedes 14.
That's a good prediction. I like that. And you know what? I think it's going to be a good defensive battle on both sides of the team tonight, or both sides of the field, rather. And, as good as Ed Couch played last week against Edinburgh North, I'm going to tell you what, Jake got it than us. I predict he's going to get about 2 more touchdowns here tonight, probably about 150 yards rushing. Raven's going to break out of his seal a little bit tonight, get the ball, maybe air it out, and wake up Christian Maldonado. He's going to have a big game tonight. And Jesus Trejo, their big guy. Tell you what, tonight I'm going to take Edcouch-Elsa 31-21.
There we go. So we got the coin toss going on right now. Let's see. Looks like Edcouch has won, and they're going to defer to the second half. So Mercedes will receive. Let's get George. George, prediction? What you got? Prediction on this game. We need a score.
Edcouch-Elsa 35, Mercedes 12.
Beautiful. And last but not least, Winsler is going.
Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete. Prediction.
I have it pretty much just like you, John, but I say 28-13.
Oh, so a missed extra point. Hey, pretty good. Pretty good. Or that's true.
Yeah.
Yes, that could happen.
Well,
I just hope that Raven Rojas has a Jared Goff-esque game that Jared Goff had last night. You don't know this, and I really don't want to mention it, but I benched Jared Goff last night on my fantasy football team.
Smooth move, Cannon.
If they're playing Minnesota, how do you not bench the guy? And you got Russell Wilson against Arizona. And then here I am, all the group chat, hey, Cannon. The guy gets 56 points. I'm getting ready to get my first win of the season. Russell Wilson's probably going to give me negative 12.
You could have won your fantasy week.
I could have won
Jared
the
Goff
week
alone.
with that alone, yeah. So all right, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you what, the electricity is in the air. You can feel it.
Yeah.
Kickoff is literally seconds away. Of course, kicking for us, number 9, Angel Crispin. Back for Mercedes. Mark, help me out here. It looks like we've
number
got
2.
For Mercedes.
Oh, for Mercedes. There you go.
We have, I'm going to let you pull up their roster if you can. They've got number 2. It's kind of hard to see these numbers.
Sammy Galindo.
Number 2 and
looks like 21. I want to say Sonny Vela.
Yes, it would be Sonny Vela. Yes,
Yeah.
I remember him from last year. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Tigers will get the ball first. You ready for this one?
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm ready, man.
I've been waiting.
I tell you what.
I've been dreaming about it all week, man. Here it
Ladies
is.
and gentlemen, and here we go. In 3, 2, 1, bam!
We are officially underway.
We are underway. Ball was picked up at about the 12-yard line. Takes over to the right side where he gets down at about the 22. That's going to be number
6.
Number 6.
Yeah, Brandon Losoya.
Brandon Losoya. We talked about him, so let's see if sure enough, we saw Alegria warm up. Is he going to get the start? That's what we need to look for.
Yeah, ball's going to be placed about the 22-yard line, John. Good little decent run by number 6 for Mercedes.
And there he is, number 10, Alegria, lining up in shotgun formation.
On the field.
He's got 2 men, 3 men.
Yep.
He's got trips to the right, 1 to the left, and he's got over there in the corner, he's got number 21.
Yeah, empty backfield, too. That looks like they want to come out. They want to air
look
it
at
out.
the Jackets. They are bringing the heat. So, little shovel pass there. Looks like the number 14 picks up some good yardage. He's going to get about almost 9 yards.
Yeah.
That was Josiah Cantu. We talked about him.
Yeah.
And just like that, we saw a little bit of speed there. And it looks like they're going to call him out for about a 6-yard gain right at the 29-yard line. But nice little shovel pass there.
Yeah, that was. Very nice shuffle pass. I think he tried to cut it up the sideline there and just, he lost his footing.
So here we
Looked
go.
like he had 9 yards, but he picked up 6.
Tie formation. We got 3 to the right. Looks like Alegría is going to keep the ball and run it. And look at that. Nowhere to go.
Wow.
And, man, he was downed. Raven Rojas. No, is that 1 or 11?
That's number 4. That's 4.
That's number, yeah.
That's Edward
number 4.
Cardosa.
I was about to say, they called Raven Rojas, and I go, are we seeing Raven on defense?
Well, I think it's tough for the PA to see their numbers as well because
Yeah.
they're at the same level we are.
So we got 3rd down and about 12 after that huge stop by our defense. Alegría sending a man in motion. He's got, looks like we're going to have a false start. But Alegría trying to run to the right side, and I tell you what, it's a timeout.
Yeah, Edcouch takes a
Looks like we got
timeout here.
Timeout. But Alegría tried to run it to the right, and he had nowhere to go.
Yeah, well, they got him at a 3rd and 3, so I don't think the defense was quite set. They looked like they went into a no huddle, so Coach Chavez says, let's take a timeout.
Actually, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3.
Oh, 2nd and 3.
And we were able to move them back, so now it's
Yeah,
about
3rd
3rd
and
and 12, I'm going to say. But, that's all we need. Again, we talked about this defense is going to pressure Alegría all night long. They're going to go after him. They're going to challenge this offensive line. One thing about it, Mercedes, plus us as well, have very young offensive lines. So defenses are going to test the lines.
Yeah, and what a great sack by Edward Cardosa on that last play against Alegría. Man, he stormed on him.
So here we go. We got trips to the left, 1 to the right. No one in the backfield. Alegría rolling to his left, and he's going to try to go ahead and run it. Throws it, looks for an open man. He finds an open man.
Wow, what concentration. They look like they had him pinned in the backfield, John, for another sack, another loss. He broke 1 tackle. He got away. He found an open man, and at that last moment, right before crossing the line, he completed that pass. First down, Mercedes.
Number 14, I think it's Josiah Cantu. And I tell you what, he got that one up just on time, and he got it just right there. And Josiah did a great job picking up that first down. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 41. 1 man in the backfield. Handoff goes to
21.
Sonny.
Yeah, it's Sonny Vela.
Sonny Vela. There's a fumble on the play. Was recovered, though, by Mercedes.
They took a loss on that, too. That's going to back him up about a 3-yard loss there on that play.
So that's going to put us at about 2nd and 13. Ball is at the 38-yard line. Again, nobody in the backfield. We got 4 men to the right, 1 man all alone to the left. Alegría rolling out, looks for an open man right over his hands. Incomplete. That one was intended for number 17.
It's a Logan
Luevano.
Yeah, that was actually a good pass to number 17. I think that just went right through his hands. Looked like
a little high. Looked like it was a little high.
Was a little high.
It was a little out of reach. But nice throw by Alegría.
Yeah.
He rolled to his right.
Yeah,
and found the man. He just threw it over his head. So here we go, 3rd down. Again, 4 men to the right, 1 to the left. No one in the backfield, empty backfield. Alegría rolls out again, looks for an open man, and that ball is complete.
Caught that. Wow.
That's number 2, Sammy Galindo, and he threw that one in triple coverage?
Yeah.
Triple coverage, and he came down with that, kept his feet in bounds. And that's 1st down and 10. Mercedes. Ball is in jacket territory at the 27-yard line. Wow, what a throw.
Yeah,
that was about a 40-yard pass right there.
Sammy Galindo was wide open, and there were 3 guys covering, but he just had a couple steps ahead of all 3 of the Yellow Jackets, and it was a perfect throw, perfect catch. Got a few more yards after the catch, and now they're in jacket territory.
I'll tell you what, Alegría's got an arm. That kid has an arm. He obviously – he came in here, with a banged-up shoulder and everything. It doesn't look like he's banged up whatsoever.
No.
He's had 2 good passes, and that was a beautiful play. Remember, that ball was back at, about the 34-yard line?
Yeah.
When he threw it, and now the ball is at their 27.
27-yard line.
So, if you do the math, that's close to 40 yards.
Yeah.
Close to 40-yard pass.
Yeah, if not
he
more.
Threw it in triple coverage.
Yeah, he did.
That's the thing.
That's just good concentration by Alegría. And, if you're Yellow Jackets right now on defense, you got to find a way to get to him. Pass rushing, you got to blitz a little bit more. And they already got one good sack on Alegria. Good play on the defense there. That didn't stop him at all, though. He's nonstop.
So here we go, Alegria. Now he has number 23 in the backfield with him. Actually, there's no number 23. He has trips to the left, one man in the backfield with him. Looked like it was number 23. Alegria goes back to pass. That was number 33. Looking for an open man. And that was, wow. That was right there. I mean, that was right there for number 2 to make that play. Sammy Galindo.
Yeah, he ran a flag route there, John. It was another good pass by Alegria. That should have been a catch for a touchdown. Mercedes should be up 6-0 right now, but that fell right out of the hands of number 2, Sammy Galindo.
That was a break for us because that was easily 6 points right there.
Got an injured Yellow Jacket on the field.
So 9:45 on the clock, 0-0. Tigers are threatening, though. Again, we want to thank all of you for listening to us tonight. We got to give George a lot of credit getting us on Facebook tonight. EEISD Facebook page. The Funk Man came through in the clutch.
Funky fresh.
And then we got old Pete the Cheat, as we like to call him in fantasy world, running the camera. He's doing for NFHS.
Pistol Pete.
Of course, we got the Mayhem Man to the right. We
That's
got
right.
Cannon right here
Cannon
on the
and
MIC.
Mayhem.
So here at a packed Tiger Stadium tonight.
Yeah, sold out. We're looking across the
Sold
field.
out.
Look at the fans of Edcouch-Elsa. I mean, there's not a place to sit.
So here we go. Resume play. We got trips to the left. One man in the backfield again. Alegria hands it off to number 33.
Miguel Jimenez.
That's Miguel Jimenez. He picks up maybe 2 yards on that run. Just runs it right up the middle. So that's going to be a
Couldn't quite tell who the
third
injured.
down and about 8. The ball is at the 26-yard line. Not really sure about their kicking game. Mercedes always have been known. I don't know, you guys. They usually have really good kickers. In the past, they've had great kickers.
Yeah.
So, be interesting to see what they do if we do stop them here. So we got third down and 8. Trips to the right or trips to the left, 2 to the right. Alegria looks for an open man. Another one
Another
right
bomb,
there,
and
and
that's
that
right
one
in
is
his
caught.
hands.
Touchdown. Sammy Galindo makes up for that one opportunity that he missed, and he came down with that one. And again, that was a flag route. Perfectly thrown, perfect timing, right there in his hands. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're Edcouch-Elsa in the defense right now with that pat, they're airing it out. No doubt about it, no question. They might have run it about 2 or 3 times, but they passed like 5 or 6. And I tell you what, Sammy Galindo made up for that last pass because he had that flag route open for a touchdown, wide open, dropped the pass, came right back after the timeout, scores one on a deep route.
They're going for 2. They're going for 2. They got trips to the right. They got 1 to the left. You got Sonny Vela right there on the right side, looking for an open man, and he got it. That's number 14. Josiah Cantu. He just hit him right there in the corner on the left side of the field, left side of the end zone, and he was in. He kept those feet in. 8-0 Mercedes, 9:02 on the clock. Wow.
So
Mark.
the Tigers strike first here in Mercedes at home, and now, the Yellow Jackets, I think right now, Coach Bradley Chavez is saying, hey, we don't need another episode of what happened 2 weeks ago when Los Fresnos came into town. And I think they're starting to get that feel again of what Los Fresnos did to the Yellow Jackets 2 weeks ago.
Well, if you remember, they challenged our D-backs. They went deep.
They
quite
sure
a
did.
few times.
Yep.
They converted, and I tell you what, I'm pretty sure Adame probably told Sammy Galindo when he dropped that ball, hey, we're going to give it to you again. This time, you're going to come down with it. And I'm sure he said, Coach, I got this. Don't worry. I promise you. And you know what? Coaches do that a lot of times. You want to try to keep that confidence up. And I'm sure that kid said, Coach, give me a chance to redeem myself. And he did that. So back to receive for Edcouch. We're trying to look. I'm pretty sure Jake Cardenas is back there. And it looks like Trevino once again.
It looks like Albert Trevino off to the left.
So here we go.
That'll go in the direction of Trevino. Short
Trevino's
kick.
going to pick it up. Short kick. Gets it 20, 25. He's down to about the 28, 29-yard line.
Yeah,
That's where the Jackets will take over.
He was yanked by the jersey by one defender. And I tell you what, he gets past that guy, he might have picked up another 10, 15 yards on that play.
So Jackets, their first possession with the ball.
Yeah, now it's time to see the offense.
Let's see.
Yellow Jackets, and let's see what they can do
what
here.
Raven Rojas can do. It looks like he's going to have Jay Cardenas in the backfield.
Yep.
He's got 2 men to the right, 2 men to the left.
I got a feeling tonight it's going to be Edcouch-Elsa's offense. You know, their passing versus our or Mercedes passing versus our Edcouch.
There's a handoff right there to Jay Cardenas. He
running.
finds a nice little hole, runs through it, and he picks up about 4 yards on that carry. Just went right between the center and the guard. Picked up 4 yards. Second down and 6.
Yeah, and I think we talked
Ball's
about
at the
that.
34-yard line.
We talked about that last week, John. We said, hey, you know, Cardenas did the same thing. You know, he took a little bit of time, but I tell you what, when he found that open gap, that open hole, he
And
did
look
what he
who's
did,
in now, the Bruiser. The Bruiser's coming in now.
They're not wasting any
Deanda.
time.
So it looks like that's going to be reversed. Gives it to number 10.
Yep, looked like number 10. That was
Sean Alvarado.
He went nowhere there.
He goes nowhere. He actually is going to lose yards on that play. So you're looking at about a third down.
Third and
7. Ball's at the 33-yard line. 8:05 and counting. Tigers up 8-0.
Yeah, and this is a position you don't want to be in the first series of your offense coming out.
Here comes Cardenas back in the game.
You're down 8 points right now. You got to convert.
2 men in the backfield with Rojas.
There's that wishbone.
Hand off to Cardenas. He gets the ball, and he is stopped. Nowhere to go. Tigers defense comes up big, and that's going to be a loss. That's going to be 4th down and 8. He had nowhere to go.
Yeah, well,
They tried to run on that left side, and I tell you what, Mercedes just came right after him, and he couldn't even juke this time, jive, nothing. They were right there on him, got that jersey and pulled it down. So here we go, 4th down and 7. Crispin back to punt. Gets the punt off.
Takes
and
a
that
good
ball. It takes a good bounce.
good little roll there in the favor of Edcouch, so they'll get it about the 30-yard line. Looks
So
like the
now,
29.
again, our defense, let's see, didn't have a lot of time really to make that many adjustments, but, you know, hopefully Jefferson was able to get his message across. And, boy, I tell you, if you wonder if Alegria's healthy, I think he showed it.
Well, he looks
Alegria's healthy, and he's okay.
he looks like he's 100%. He's playing like 100%. He may not be 100%, but he's certainly showing it out here tonight. And it doesn't show any signs of coming out of this ball game anytime soon, especially after that one sack by Edward Cardosa, number 4 of the Yellow Jackets. He threw him back for about 3 yards in that sack. Yep. He got right back up. He looks good and fresh.
So here we go. He fakes it and runs it over to the left side. Ends up picking up close to a 1st down. Alegria faked the handoff to Vela and just ran it himself, ran to the left.
Picked up about 6.
Picks up about, it looks like they marked him out at about the 36-yard line. So that's going to be a gain of about 7. 2nd down and 3.
And let me tell you, this kid is fast.
Yep.
Alegria is very fast.
So you got 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Alegria all by himself.
Empty backfield.
And here comes the heat of the Jackets.
Fumble on the
We
play.
got a fumble. That ball's picked up by the Jackets.
I
Wait
think
a
they're
minute.
going to rule him down.
Wow.
I think they're going to rule that an incomplete pass, John. I think his arm was going forward, and wow, what a break.
That would have been gone. He would have been gone. He had no one around him.
Was that Trevino, number 3, who picked up the ball and initially had the opportunity
That
to run it
looked
back
like
for
it
a
was number
touchdown?
4, I think.
Oh, 43. There you go. That was, I think it was 43.
43.
Yeah, that was Jack
Jack
Bettis.
Bettis, yeah.
He got that fumble. He recovered it. I mean, it just bounced right into his hands, and he was ready to take it in for 6. But the referees, I think, are maybe discussing it. I don't know if there was a flag on the play or.
Well, you can tell Chavez is questioning. He wants to know because that to me,
It looked like a
I
fumble.
didn't see any forward progress.
No, I didn't either.
I didn't see forward progress.
Yeah, they're going to rule that incomplete, John. So we're looking at 3rd and 4.
No, I just saw the replay. He did not throw that ball. That was a fumble. That was a fumble. I just saw the replay right now. But here we go. 3rd down.
Wow.
4
What a
men
big break
to
for
the
Mercedes.
right. Alegria, he's going to go ahead and run it, but nowhere to go. And, I mean, Edcouch said, okay, you know what? You don't want to give us a fumble? You're not getting a 1st down. So big stop right there. I think that was big Cody Alvarado on that stop.
He pulled
so fourth down, but man, I'll tell you what, that right there, Mark. And again, I don't see where the refs saw him release that ball, because we clearly showed where Alegria was back and hit him, and the ball literally went behind him.
Right.
And I mean, it was off to the races. That was 7 for us.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Snap.
Punt by the Tigers. And they're just going to let that one bounce.
Yeah, not a good kick.
Going to get good field position. We're going to get the ball at
probably about the
our own 43-yard line. But wow, man, I got to talk about that play again. That literally, Mark, we swarmed him. We had 4 of our own men there. He picked that ball up, and he was on his way in.
Yeah.
That was clearly going to be a touchdown.
Yeah, and the refs don't have what we have up here. You know,
No,
we can
they
see the
don't.
replay
But
up here, and
yeah.
we clearly saw his arm there was no forward progress in the throw. That should have been a fumble there. Instead, refs rule it incomplete.
So here we go. We got 3 to the right, 1 to the left, 1 man in the backfield. Cardenas handoff goes to Jake Cardenas, pushes his way past the 45-yard line into a wall of defenders. They are going to give him forward progress.
They'll pick up about 2 on the play there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Man, that last play, too, right before 4th down came up, Alegria kept the ball, and I couldn't tell which defensive player for the Edcouch-Elsa Yellow Jack, Cody Alvarado.
Cody was right there.
He pulled one of those WWE suplexes, man. He just gave him one of those Brock Lesnar.
Man,
Yeah.
suplex city. So here we go.
That's exactly it.
Tight formation for the Jackets. Handoff once again. Cardenas going to the left. He finds some room, gets past the 50. Nice run as he goes to the left side, and he's able to get some good blocking by our receivers. Number 10, Sean Alvarado, the beautiful block.
Yeah.
Gave him the time to pick up about another 2 or 3 yards, and now you're looking at 3rd
About 1.
and short. And that right there, that's what we saw last week.
Exactly.
This offense. That's
Yeah.
the J that we saw. So 3rd down and short. Edcouch-Elsa again, tight formation. Looks like they're going in a pistol formation. Ravenhill has a quarterback and a bad snap. Jake Cardenas picks it up. He's going to try to do something with it. He goes, nope, nowhere to go. Bad snap. We saw that happen a couple times in warm-ups. And Jay tried to do something with it. He picked it up back at the 40 of Edcouch and had absolutely nowhere to go. And what was a 3rd and short is now 4th and
long,
probably 14. Wow, man.
Yeah,
that was just a bad break right there.
Yeah, fortunately it was recovered by the Yellow Jackets. But, John, this is something we talked about last week. The snaps, you know, they needed to practice that during halftime because
saw it in pregame
there were
today.
bad snaps. There were bad snaps during pregame today. There were bad snaps last week, and that's something that, you know, if you're Coach Bradley Chavez, that's something you want to work on.
So it looked like that ball was going to be fumbled by the return man, number 4, I believe. Or number 6. It's number 6 for Mercedes.
Brandon Lasoya.
Brandon Lasoya. And it looked like the ball had come out of his hands, but I guess it would. And I thought his knee was down. And he tried to go forward, but the refs did call it down. So Mercedes has the ball. 1st down and 10. Ball is at about the 11-yard line. 8-0 Tigers. 3:55 left in the first quarter. I want to thank all of you for listening to us today on Facebook. Edcouch-Elsa ISD Facebook page. YouTube. I take that back. Edcouch-Elsa.
Bad
YouTube.
snap.
Bad
Mercedes.
snap.
That's
And
recovered by
the
Edcouch.
Jackets. That is recovered by
That is a
Edcouch.
touchdown.
That's the break right there. That makes up for that fumble that they did not call. Hey, we had a bad snap. They had a bad snap. Edcouch gets the ball.
Yeah.
I want to see who made that play right now on defense. But, man, that's what we needed right there.
Yeah, I'm looking at him
That
running
was huge.
off to the sideline. It looked like it might have been number 37 for the Edcouch-Elsa Yellow Jacket. There's not a 37 on the roster.
Could have been number 27,
Maybe.
Everardo
Yeah.
Abundis.
What a great
But wow,
play.
man, I'll tell you what. We were right back there to get that ball. We got it, and hey.
Well, it started with a fumble of the punt return to number 1. He
So we're going for a fake. Albert Trevino Goes for the fake.
I
It
don't
looks
think
like
he gets
he's
it.
just going to get stopped short. High snap. Tried to make something happen with it. But, hey, you know what? 8-6. Back in this thing.
We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. So
Yeah.
I'm going to look right now. What Pete has the replay here. I want to see who picked up that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, it initially started
So
with.
oh, no. It wasn't even a snap. The quarterback was not even there. And Edcouch, about 3 or 4 players that fell on that ball. And it was number
27.
It was 27, Abundis. He's the one that came down with it.
Everardo Abundis.
But what happened, Mark, we thought it was a bad snap over his head.
Yeah.
The quarterback,
He wasn't even-
there was no, the center just snapped it, and it's like the quarterback was still trying to call cadence.
I don't think
and
he
the
was
ball goes
ready.
past him.
Yeah.
And Edcouch just took off in the end zone, got it. Hey, 8-6.
So
we're back in this thing, man.
Two bad snaps on both sides of the offense, both for the Mercedes Tigers and the Edcouch-Elsa Yellow Jackets. It works in favor of Edcouch-Elsa Yellow Jackets.
I was going to just say just that. You know what?
Get a touchdown.
It looked like it was going to hurt us.
Yep.
But in the end, hey, the favor was returned. I
Yep.
guess you could say that.
Absolutely.
And falls in our favor. So 8-6. Mercedes still on top. So the kickoff, it gets the ball at about the 1 yard line. It's Lozoya. He's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets past the 10, and he is just whopped at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, well, he dropped that ball initially at the 1 yard line too, John, so that he wasted about 1 to 2 seconds in dropping it and picking it back up, and that's why he fell short of the 20-yard line.
So here we go. This will be Mercedes' I believe, third opportunity now on offense. So Alegria, that first drive orchestrated a beautiful one.
Yeah, and right now, if you're the Edcouch-Elsa defense, you're thinking, man, we got them pinned back pretty far, and they're deep in their own territory. Let's take advantage of it. Let's go after Alegria right now. Let's finish the job.
So here we go. We got trips to the right, one to the left. Handoff goes to number 21, and he may be back to the line of scrimmage, possibly a yard.
Yeah.
That's number 21. That's going to be Sonny Vela.
Yeah, and right now you better keep your eye on number 2 because that's the guy that's been doing the most damage for the Mercedes offense right now is Sammy Galindo. He's got his first touchdown here tonight. Dropped the first one, went right back with him on the deep route, and here he is.
So it looks like Vela's going to come out to the no, actually he's going to get in tight formation. Got 2 to the right man. Coming left-hand side.
And look who's covering too.
Alegria. And that pass is caught. And guess who that is?
Sammy
Number
Galindo.
2 again, Sammy Galindo.
And did you see who was on that? He actually jumped up and almost had a tip on that number 32, Jake Cardenas.
Yeah, I know. I thought he was going to have that one, but I tell you what.
No, he's playing both ways
Galindo
tonight.
had to kind of come back and go down to the ground to get it. But wait a minute. We have a penalty.
That looks like it's going to go against Mercedes. Yep.
Wow, that's a break right there.
Looks like
so that pass play is off or not. We saw a man come in motion, and I believe it was Galindo that came in motion.
Yeah.
On the right side, I keep getting mixed up left and right.
Yeah.
Because we're so used to it in our other box, But it's going to push him back.
Yeah, great throw. Yeah.
It looked like it was a holding call.
Yeah, that's a 10-yarder right there.
You're looking at 2nd down and 21.
Ball's
at the 9.
Yep, 8 or 9 yard line. Now they got him pinned even deeper, and this is where you really want to attack.
So there we go. Handoff again to number 21, and
they get stopped.
He gets probably to about the 10-yard line.
Yep, pick him
maybe
up about
a half
2.
a yard. I must say honestly a half a yard. No, they're going to give him 2 yards. But
that looked like 45 on the tackle there. Matt Segura for the Yellow Jackets.
Big Matt Segura. Yep. So 3rd and long for Mercedes.
That's their D line right there.
2:30 and counting. First quarter, 8-6 Tigers on top. One man in the backfield, trips to the right, one to the left.
30-19.
Alegria goes back to pass looking for a man. He finds a man. That's going to be Leroy Garcia.
Yep, going to be about 3 yards short of the first down. So that'll be 4th and about.
That's going to be 4th and about
2s or what they're calling it.
And I think they're going to punt it away. I wouldn't go for it.
You have to. You have to because you're on the 25-yard line. Yeah, you got to do it. So good effort by the defense here.
I'll tell you what,
Yellow
that
Jackets.
penalty was big because
it was.
remember that they had the ball at about the 42, 43-yard line. So, hey, breaks, we'll take them. Any breaks, we'll take them.
And I tell you what, now that they've matched up number 32, Jake Cardenas with Sammy Galindo.
Bad snap. He's able to get it off.
That might have been tipped a little bit there too, John.
It hit a Jackets player, and that's Mercedes football. Wow.
Not very smart on the Yellow Jackets part right there. Bad snap
it was
like
a
that.
Bad snap, and it looked like
I think it was
he
tipped.
wasn't going to get that punt out. It was tipped. Mercedes gets the ball
At the 50-yard line,
wow,
midfield.
50-yard line. What a turn of events there.
Yeah, and I tell you what, if you're the punt return on that play, you know it's tipped. Don't even go for it. Just let it go. You already know you're going to get excellent field position. Just let it go.
So here we go. We got trips to the right, one to the left. All alone in the backfield. Alegria goes back to pass, looks for an open man.
Going for number 2.
Going for Galindo,
and
he gets it. Galindo tonight has been the man. And again, in triple coverage.
Yeah.
Triple
Man,
coverage.
I mean, this guy's got an eye.
The ball's at the 20-yard line. Here come the Tigers. Wow.
That looked like Edward Cardosa was in there in the mix. Number 32, Jake
Cardenas
Cardenas was in the mix, and Sammy Galindo just found a way to somehow maneuver his way between all three, jump up for the catch, and he got it. Ball to 20-yard line.
So there you go, back to pass. Alegria.
Wide open.
Wide open. Touchdown, Tigers. And that looked like it might be number 15, Leroy Garcia. Nope, number 2. That's number 2 again, Galindo.
Is it?
Number 14. That's number 14 for Mercedes.
Yeah, they kind of look alike, but that was definitely number 14 with the catch, and that was Josiah Cantu.
Josiah.
So
wow, man, just like that, Mercedes gets a break on the fumble on the punt, and in what, 2 plays?
Yep.
They score.
They score.
So now, with 45 seconds left in the first quarter, 15 to 6 Tigers. Whoa. Curtis Blow has a song called These Are the Breaks. And I think tonight both teams can actually say breaks have helped them and breaks have hurt them.
Yeah.
Kind of catch-22, but I mean, that's really what's happening. And I tell you what, Galindo has been the guy. And again, Alegria.
He's playing lights out.
For people, the way they talked about it, I mean, this guy was hurting bad. I don't see it. He's throwing the ball almost like Mark Ledesma threw the ball last year for Mercedes.
Yeah.
Looks incredible.
Oh, yeah, he does.
So here we go. Back to receive is going to be, again, number 3, Albert Trevino, and, of course, number 32, Jake Cardenas. And our offense, our offense has got to get going. Our score, of course, came on defense, but offensively, we got to get moving. We got to get something going here. We got to keep our defense off the field.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that we haven't seen too much of the Edcouch-Elsa offense do so far is pass. They've been doing a lot more running
here.
here.
There we go. Trevino gets the ball at about the 11, runs it up, gets it past the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, runs out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. Nice return by Albert Trevino as he runs it down to the left side, finds some open grass, or turf, let me say, open turf, and decent field position for the Jackets right now.
Yeah, and right now, if you're the offense, I'm thinking, you know what? We got to get Jesus, the Machete Trejo, involved a little bit. Big 88, I think they need to start throwing the ball to him a little bit.
One thing that we've seen a couple times are those screen passes.
Right.
Get our receivers involved. But again, it looks like Chavez, he's going to run a tight formation. He's running a tight formation. He's only got one man out, and very tight formation there. Loaded up on the right side, one man in the backfield. Hands it off to number 34, that's San Juan Rodriguez, and he has nowhere to go. Look at that. Look at that.
He's going to take a big loss.
Where that was number 40. 42, it looks like.
Jesus Iniguez.
Yes. Wow, what a stop.
Yeah, they
So 2nd and 14. That's probably going to be the last play of the quarter.
They toss him back like a rag doll on that play, John.
Unless we get it off. And we do get it off. Raven Rojas with a fake. He's going to try to run and make something happen. He does pick up a couple of yards. Does not get back to the original line of scrimmage, but he probably picks up about 3. So, folks, into the first quarter, your score, Mercedes 15, Edcouch-Elsa 6. Again, you are listening to us tonight on YouTube. Edcouch-Elsa, I got to get it right. I keep saying Facebook. Edcouch-Elsa ISD YouTube page.
Yeah.
And then also, you can watch us later on tonight on the NFHS network. Of course, we got Pete running the camera for that one. And we got George doing the
George Funky Fresh.
He's running the YouTube page for us tonight for the audio.
Yeah, amazing work by these guys. George and Pistol Pete, we thank you guys so much. So we go into the second quarter.
Mark and the Funky Bunch over here to the right.
I'm here.
Boy, I tell you, man, Mercedes offense, Alegria looks.
It looks flawless.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
I mean,
well, 1 quarter down, John, 3 more. Obviously, it's apparent Tigers won that battle. They won the first quarter, but now at the start of the second quarter, let's see what they can do here. 3rd and long, they're going to run it.
So handoff, nice run. It looks like it's going to be Jake Cardenas.
I don't know if that was the best call by Coach Bradley Chavez. You're running it on a 3rd and long. You're down, a touchdown. Might want to start thinking pass to number 88, maybe even try to get number 12 back in there, Christian Maldonado. Christian Maldonado's been quiet. He was quiet last week. I don't know if he might be suffering some injuries or not, but he was pretty quiet.
So here we go. It's going to be 4th down and 7. Jackets are going to punt, of course. Crispin, our punter. 1 man back for the Tigers. Probably Lasoya. He's been their main guy back there. Ball goes out of bounds. Looks like the ball's going to be at the 31-yard line. Mercedes will take over. But, yeah, Chavez, we have not thrown the ball once tonight.
We haven't.
I mean, granted, we haven't been on offense that much.
Right.
But it's been run. I mean, all run.
A couple of turnovers by both sides of the by both offenses here tonight. Mercedes Tigers with that huge turnover, allowing Yellow Jackets to get in the end zone for our first 6. And then, of course, Mercedes Tigers coming out. They're airing it out. They're utilizing the receivers. It's an all-out aerosol for Mercedes Tigers here tonight.
Yep, so here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10 ball at the 31-yard line. Alegria, quarterback, again, all alone in the backfield. He does have Sonny Vela there at the edge of the line on the right side. He's got trips to the right. Vela moves in a little bit more, and now he's kind of going back and forth. But Alegria all alone, back to pass, under pressure, and that one way short.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to get rid of it.
By number 31 for the Jackets. Yeah. That would be no, not 31.
He felt the pass rush. He heard footsteps. And he says, "You know what? I'm just going to get rid of it and throw it out of bounds." And it's exactly what he did there.
Number 21, Jesus Beltran. Sorry, these jerseys still hard to get used to the numbers there.
Yeah.
For Edcouch, it's bright gold. You got the lights just shining bright on them.
Yeah.
So we have a penalty, Mark. A penalty moves the ball back. It's another holding call against the Tigers. And again, we talked about their young offense. Their young offensive line. So it's going to be 1st and 20, ball at the 21-yard line. Again, trips to the right. Alegria all by himself in the backfield. Rolls out to the right side, looks for an open man, finds an open man at the 30. Ball is complete.
And it looks like he'll be about a yard shy of the original line of scrimmage. So we'll be looking at about 2nd and 11 coming up.
That was number 11, or actually number 14, Josiah Cantu. Looks like caught that one.
Josiah Cantu had that last touchdown catch by Alegria. So
it's going to be 2nd down and 11. Ball's at the 30-yard line, 10:40 on the clock. A 15-6 Tigers on top. Another shovel pass. And look at this guy. Who is this? 40, 45, 50. That's number 14. That's Cantu again.
That's Josiah.
He gets hit by Derek Ayala.
Yeah, but watch this. Another flag on the play.
Another flag on the play.
And that might be coming back. I don't know. I don't see the referees. They're talking amongst each other right now. Looks like it's hard to tell. They're
Wow,
pointing in the
what
direction
a shovel
of.
pass. And I'll tell you what, Cantu took
Well,
off,
he's
man.
got some speed. He's got some wheels.
Yep, that ball is coming back.
Uh-huh.
That's against the Tigers. Man, I'll tell you what, Coach Adame, look at him.
I think it was a push in the back.
He was steaming. It looked like a legal block in the back. So they're going to bring that ball back to the infraction, which is going to be about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and I saw that because when the Yellow Jackets fell down, one of the players, I couldn't tell what number it was, but when he fell down, he looked like he went backwards. That looked like a push in the back to me.
No, ball's at the 32-yard line, looks like. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9. Ball at the 32.
That's
another big break for the Jackets defense. Alegria all alone once again, back to pass. Looks for an open man, finds him. Caught.
They'll give him forward progress. Good tackle
That's
by number 10 or 19.
Number 15, Leroy Garcia on the reception. That was about probably about 4-yard pass. So you're looking at 3rd and 3 right now. So one man in the backfield. That's Vela. She's got 3 to the right. Alegria in shotgun formation.
Yeah, trips right.
Alegria going to keep it and hang on to it, and he's going to pick up a 1st down. He's able to find a hole, runs up it, and just before he gets hit by a defender, he's able to get that necessary 2 yards for the 1st down. 1st and 10 Tigers, ball at the 43-yard line. So Alegria showing that he can do a little damage with wheels too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the moves, and I don't think they want him to do too much of that here tonight, especially with the weapons he's got with his receivers and his running back as well. But mostly his receivers have just been taking over tonight.
So here we go. Trip to the right. One man in the backfield. Handoff goes to Vela. And Vela's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and if you notice, Sean, on the ground, their running backs, they haven't done too much.
No.
They haven't done a whole lot.
No,
it's been all Sammy Galindo
and Alegria.
And Josiah,
but of course they had to call back.
Mm-hmm.
So, and a lot of it's been that shovel pass.
The shovel pass. That's
the
the
shovel
only
pass. That's why they've been able to get him.
Exactly.
So 2nd down and 10. Balls at the 43-yard line. 8:31 and counting. 2nd quarter. 15-6. Tigers on top. Alegria all alone. The backfield.
Oh, fumble!
Bad snap.
Another bad snap.
And he's going to fall out. Try to get rid of it.
He does. He
throws
gets
it out of bounds. But another bad snap.
That was very similar to the last play where they lost that and gave Edcouch-Elsa the touchdown.
Look at Alegria, man. He goes over to Adame and says, "Man, what else? What else can I do?" I mean, he's
livid.
He is livid. He is very upset about that.
Now you can see steam coming out of his ears, man. He's not happy about that. They already cost Mercedes a touchdown there.
And you look at Vela too. Even Vela's in it, and he's sitting there. Boy, these guys are hot.
Yeah, they are. They're blowing their tops, and I wouldn't blame them. That's the 2nd time they do that.
So here we go. We got 3 to the. We got trips to the right, 2 to the left. No one in the backfield. Alegria all alone. 3rd and 10. Alegria back to pass under pressure. Lets it go. Ball goes over the head of number 2, Galindo.
And
that was great coverage. Great coverage by the Jackets. They were on every receiver right there, and we were bringing the heat. Our ends were bringing the heat, and that's a 4th down. So,
and how talented is this guy Alegria? Let me tell you, he's pointing at the sideline. Ball is snapped over his head. He manages to grab the ball, pick it up, and throw it out of bounds. So instead of a 3rd and long, he ends up making it an incomplete pass and gets the 3rd and 10. I mean, that's just good precision. That's good judgment call. The guy's smart. The guy's very smart. Plays well. He's fast. I mean, this quarterback is something else.
So here we go. It's going to be 4th down. Again, back to receive is number 32, Cadras, and number 3, Trevino. It's going to be picked up by Trevino, and the kick was pretty close out of bounds, so he didn't have much to go. It took a couple steps. Ball will be at the 27-yard line for the Jackets. That's where they're going to take over 1st down.
I think this is going to be a very close game, John. Tigers in the lead. They've managed to keep the score the same throughout the course of the 2nd quarter. 15-6 is your score right now. Mercedes Tigers on top. But let me tell you, both. I kind of predicted this. It was going to be a defensive battle tonight, and I think thus far it's been just that.
So here we go. First 10 Jackets get the ball, and again, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. That was
Jake Cardenas.
32, Jake Cardenas. And if you notice, they've now got 2 men in the backfield, 3 men in the backfield. Going to send Barco out to the right. He's got, looks like pistol formation. Handoff once again. There's a flag. That's going to be a false start against the offense.
Left. False start. And, John, we've talked about this Friday night in and Friday night out. And, the team with the least amount of penalties and the team with the least amount of turnovers usually ends up on top at the end of the night.
Yep. So 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Raven Rojas at quarterback. In the backfield, of course, you have Jake Cardenas. 3rd down and 16. 2nd and 16, actually. Raven able to throw it, looks like to
got a screen pass.
Fumble on the play.
And he lost that ball. That was recovered
No, they're saying he was down. He was down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, number 19 came out of that pile. He had the ball for the Tigers. Number 19, Ramiro Ortiz. And
still looking at who came up. Who did he throw it to? Did he throw it to Jay?
I don't think it was Jay. I think it's really hard to tell from up here. He took a hard hit from behind, though. It might have been Barco.
Could have been number 5, Barco,
yeah,
yes.
I think it might have been Barco.
So here we go. We got 2 to the right, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 man in the backfield. Raven rolling out looking for an open man. Finds an open man, and he gets just laid out.
Quarterback took a big shot there right after he released the ball. And I tell you what, went in and out of the receiver. Yeah, ball bounces out of his hands, and he takes a huge shot too, man. And I tell you, wow, Raven struggled getting up after that hit.
4th down and 11. And our Jackets offense just cannot get anything going tonight. Nothing going right now. Plenty of time. Still plenty of time in this game, but you don't want to put all the pressure on that defense.
Well, that's true. They're going to wear down, throughout the course of this ball game. And, we're already middle of 2nd quarter. You want to try to keep them off the field right now as much as you can.
So the kick goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line where the Tigers will take over. 6:36 and counting. 15-6, Mercedes on top. Again, folks, we want to thank all of you guys for listening to us tonight on our YouTube channel, Edcouch-Elsa ISD. Something a little different for you tonight.
Absolutely.
George Flores wanted to mix things up for you a little bit. Went ahead and did that for you. You got to give him a ton of credit. Of course, we got El Pistolero, Pete over here running the camera. Of course, tonight you'll be able to see the game on NFHS later on this evening. Of course, you got Mark Mayhem to the right. You got John Cannon here to the left.
Yeah, one of the most anticipated
got
games
the
of the year.
4 horsemen here, I guess.
Yeah, you can say that.
So here we go. We got 2 to the right, 2 to the left.
NWO football.
Alegria goes back to pass. Finds Sonny Vela on a little, this would be a little hitch route, I guess it looked like.
Yep.
And
he's wrapped up.
No, he actually gets stopped.
Yeah, he's wrapped up
Loses
quick
2 yards.
by Jack Bettis.
It almost looked like a screen, but he just went out a little bit kind of for the hitch, but had nowhere to go.
I'll tell you what, Jack Bettis, he's been on fire tonight for this Edcouch-Elsa defense. Had a couple of he's got about 3 tackles tonight, and I think he was partially involved with a couple of the sacks and that bad snap on the Mercedes Tiger side.
So here we go, trips to the right, back to pass, under pressure, Alegria. And boy, he was hit hard. He was hit hard. Who was that? I mean, he took a lick.
Yeah, that was number 15, Leroy Garcia of the Mercedes Tigers.
And you know what? That was number 57 for us. Erasmo Uresti.
Wow.
Boy, Manny. I mean, he hit him hard. Hard. And that receiver still almost came down with the play.
Yeah.
So 3rd down and 11. Ball is at the 31-yard line. Tigers have 2 to the right. Man in motion's number 14. Another shovel pass, but we have a flag on the play.
Yep. And a loss on that play as
Another
well.
loss. Two flags. We have another flag over there on the far side as well.
Well, you know what?
So
That
two flags.
might be offset. It might be that looked like that one first flag initially is going to go against the offense, and that second flag that was thrown right after the play was on the defense. So I think they're going to be off.
So offsides against defense.
That was on the defense.
It was on the defense.
And they had him done. They had him done. They had number 14 for a loss. Josiah gone through on that
So
shovel
just
pass.
like that, they pick up 5 yards, and what now would have been a 4th down and 12 is a 3rd and 6.
Yeah.
So 2 men to the right, 2 to the left. Again in the backfield, you have Vela. Vela now going over to the left. Alegria all alone. Nice pass complete, but the Jackets defenders right on him.
Oh yeah. They're going to stop him short of the first down. So
that was number 15, Leroy Garcia, who came down with it, but the Jackets able to stop him. So good defensive stop by the Jackets. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 3.
About 3.
So plenty of time for us to score. 5:04 in the clock. Clock is running.
Yeah, and that was actually number 17 up top who made that catch. It was Logan Luvano.
Logan Luevano.
Luevano.
So here we go, back to punt. Mercedes gets it off cleanly. And Trevino just telling him, get away. The ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they learned
Could
their
be
lesson.
Good field position. Yeah, decent
After
field
that,
position for Edcouch.
After that last punt, John, I think they're just saying, hey, stay away from it. It wasn't a very good kick either. I mean, they're Edcouch-Elsa, they're going to get some good field position here. Look at that. They're going to put the ball right about the 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
And that's initially
of Edcouch,
where they had it the last series as well. But with that fumble, gave it back to Mercedes. And, well, look at this. Another opportunity to get
4:40 on the clock. Plenty of time. So we got 3 to the right, 1 left. I think Deonda's actually in the backfield this time.
The bruiser.
No, it's Jake Cardenas.
It's Cardenas.
3 to the right, 1 to the left.
They resemble each other.
Raven Rojas, of course, at quarterback. Cardenas moving over to the other side. They're going to run. It looks like a pistol formation.
Yeah, single back
Handoff
formation.
goes to Jake Cardenas. He's able to elude that tackle. There we go. Picks up some nice yardage. Did that little juke that you like to call him.
Yep, Jay the Juke Cardenas, let me tell you.
Picks up 8 yards. Now in Tigers territory, it's going to be 2nd down and about 3. Ball is at the 43-yard line. Clock's still going, 4:19 and counting. But Jay, smart there to evade that tackler in the backfield. And what could have been 2-yard loss is a 7-yard gain.
Right.
So here we go. Jackets on the move. Let's hope. Raven Rojas going to keep it himself. Nowhere to go.
Oh,
nowhere.
Oh, now there's
there is a flag, though. There is a flag on the play. I'm hoping it's a face mask. It looked like a face mask.
I think you're right, John. They're going to get him for a face mask. That's going to be 15 yards and an automatic first down.
That right now. Yep, face mask against the defense.
Now, what another big break for Edcouch because Raven
had nowhere to go.
He went backwards about 10 yards. And they had him pinned 10 yards deep. And
Raven took 2 steps, and all he could hear was Tiger steps on him.
That's it. He heard the
roar. But
roar.
what a huge 15-yarder.
This is
look
big.
at that. That ball at the 28-yard line. Wow. Breaks,
Yeah.
man. Well, again, we'll take it any way we can get it.
Yep.
So here we go. 1st down and 10, 28-yard line, 3:44. And that was a little shovel pass there by Raven.
Yep, and another flag on the play. This one might go against Edcouch. Maybe call for a holding here. Yep, sure is.
That sure is against Edcouch-Elsa.
So you get the big break, and then it comes right back, and you're putting back to square one. You're Edcouch-Elsa. What do you do?
So that's going to move the ball back to the 38-yard line.
And now we're looking at first and 20.
But, I'll tell you what, even if we get a field goal out of this, that puts us a one-possession game.
Yeah.
and we get the ball back in the second half.
Exactly.
I got no problem going into the halftime down 6 instead of going down 9, to be honest.
I agree with you.
So here we go. Another tight formation. Cárdenas in the backfield with Raven Rojas. Raven goes back to pass. Just throws it right out of the reach of number 5, Barco. And I'll tell you what, it looked like Barco could have made that play.
Yeah.
He could have made that
Just
play.
a little overthrown. Raven, not the strongest arm between him and Albert Trevino. I think Albert Trevino probably has a little bit of the stronger arm, but this kid is very young, and he's up and coming, and let me tell you.
I beg to differ. I've seen him. I tell you, I saw him, and George and I saw him at Corpus Christi. He has an arm. The kid can throw.
He can throw.
So second down 20. Ball's at the 38-yard line of the Tigers. 3:13 on the clock. Cárdenas gets a ball in motion, and he's going to get just short of the 30 to about the 31-yard line. He came in motion from that right side.
Yeah.
And got the ball in the handoff.
He was already in
Ball's
full.
at the 31-yard line, 2:56 and counting. It's going to be third down and 13. If we can get a few more yards, we're in Crispin's range.
Yeah.
We are in Crispin's range.
Yeah, and that's probably what you want to do. 3rd and 13. I say, hey, go for a 5-yard, 6-yard pass. Put
So here we
field
go
goal
again.
range and
Raven, another flag. It looks like he's going to go against. Yep, false start against the offense. You just can't do that. And again, we had another man in motion right there, but another penalty. Going to move it back to the 36 now. I think we need to get to probably about the 26, 25-yard line. I'm going to say to be in Crispin's range. So
yeah.
Trips to the right, one to the left, one man in the backfield. Cárdenas, Rojas waiting for the call.
Yeah, looking at 3rd and long, 3rd and 18 to go.
5, 4, 3. The play clock running down. It gets the ball off. Raven Rojas.
Oh, nice
finds a man.
catch!
Christian Maldonado. Christian Maldonado with the catch. There's your guy.
Hello.
Right over the middle.
There he is.
Throws it to Christian Maldonado. 1st and goal. Ball at the 5. You've been waiting for him.
I've been waiting for it.
And he made that
He
play.
did.
Wow.
Hello there.
Christian Maldonado.
Yeah, he's
First down and goal.
He's been MIA.
Ball at the 6-yard line, 155. Come on, Jackets,
He
let's
just
go.
came up big with that catch.
Hand up
What?
to Jake Cárdenas, and he's going to lose a yard.
What an amazing catch, man! I didn't think that.
Jackets do have 2 timeouts left.
And let me tell you, Raven threw that into some traffic, but number 12, big number 12,
That's what we've been waiting on. We've been waiting on him to do that.
huge
And he
play.
made a big play. And now we're in field goal range.
Yep.
Of course, I want a TD. I don't want a field
Of
goal.
course.
I want a touchdown. But you know what?
Absolutely.
I'll take any points we can get off of this drive right now.
Yeah, and 1:20 left in the second quarter, so
So 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Again, Cárdenas in the backfield, pistol formation. Raven Rojas with the handoff for
Here's
Jake
Cárdenas.
Cárdenas. He's going to push past.
He's gonna
and
get
he's
it
in
in for a
touchdown. I'll tell you what, he was wrapped up at the 5. And he just wiggle. It kind of looked like this. It's Slinky, you know. Slinkied his way into the end zone.
Oh, he-
Touchdown. That's the offensive production we needed. Touchdown. Edcouch-Elsa Yellow Jackets. Wow.
well, he broke
Man, I'll
about
tell you.
4 or 5 tackles on that play.
Yeah. Yes, you notice now, total silence on the Tiger side.
Oh yeah. Oh,
15 to 12.
You can hear the swarming of the fans across the
So
field.
here we go.
Edcouch
Extra
side.
point attempt by Crispin. Kick is up, and it is good.
Good.
And just like that, Mark, hey, we talked about we'd rather have 7 instead of 3. Guess what? We get 7. 15 to 13. Would you expect anything less in a game like this?
Absolutely not, man. 1 minute, 2 seconds left. Defense, hey, all we got to do is hold them. Let's go to the half, get the ball back at the start of the second half. Let's put some more points on the board. Let's take the lead for the first time tonight, quarter number 3.
Give our defense credit. Because I'm going to tell you, early on, it looked like Alegría was just going to rip us to shreds, man. We made the adjustments in the secondary. We've been able to tighten up. Our D-line's done a great job of stopping the run.
Yeah.
But we're starting to tighten up. And one thing you got to give credit to are the penalties for the Tigers. Because remember, they've had some big pass plays and some big runs. But a holding, you had a personal foul, you had another holding, illegal block in the back.
The face mask.
You know what? The face mask. Hey, you know what?
And not only did they cause those penalties, but they caused them when it mattered the most.
I mean, a first down was negated, or a huge. Remember, they had that huge pass play negated, came all the way back, and then they lose another 10 yards on top of that.
Well,
So, there's a minute 2 left. Our defense. You don't want to give them a good right now. You don't want to give them a good return. You want to. You want to go into the half down 2. Right now, we've taken another bad snap.
A bad catch.
Bad catch, yes. Bad catch. And wow. And look at that, 30, 35, 40, 45,
One man to beat.
50, 40. And just like that, what looked like, and that's Lozoya. No, that's Galindo.
Wow.
That's number 2 Galindo. All everything today. He botched that snap.
2 touchdowns or 1 touchdown.
Gets the ball at the 4 and runs it past the 50. Tigers have the ball at our 45-yard line with 52 seconds left.
He had one man to beat, and that was Albert Trevino, and he, was able to hold him off just in time to get, shoved from the back, and otherwise he was gone for 6.
So here we go. 2 men to the right, 2 to the left, 1 to the backfield. Alegria back to pass. Looking for an open man, finds it.
Almost picked off.
Number 14. I believe it was number 14 for us.
That was Josiah Cantu on the
or no, it was
on the route.
Number 19 was a hit man.
Yeah, it was well defended by number 21 by Jesus Beltran.
And 19 also.
And then it was tipped and almost intercepted by number 19.
So
good. I think they're starting to realize, hey, this guy ain't going to burn us anymore. They figured it out, and they're shutting down the receivers.
2 to the right, 2 to the left, 1 man in the backfield. Going back to pass once again. Finds an open man. That's Leroy Garcia. And he is down at about the 38-yard line. Got a little bit of a scuffle going on there. But you know what?
You can expect this from 2 rivalry schools,
man.
The
referees did a great job. They
broke it up real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I'll tell you.
You're going to have a little bit of that tonight. It's a rivalry game. It's going to happen. But looks like a timeout by the Tigers. They're going to have 1 left.
Yeah, 30 seconds left in quarter number 2.
They have not gone for an extra point. They've gone for 2. So you got a question. I'm looking to see who their kicker is. For Mercedes, does it happen to show? It's normally Miguel Resendez, number 81, is their kicker. So, 30 seconds left. Ball at the 36.
Yeah, I'd say you're
we don't know his range. We don't know.
You're probably about
their kicker again. They've gone for 2 every time, so that. Oh, that's right. No, they did kick the extra point in the second one. That is correct.
Yeah, I don't think they're quite in the range.
No, not yet. They probably need to get to about the 20. I'm going to say. So 30 seconds. Third down and 1. Alegria, he's going to go ahead and try to run it, and
he's going to get stuffed.
It's close. It's real close.
Yep.
From the mark right now,
that was their.
Man, it's going to be
their big guy, Matt Segura. Man, he was all over that tackle right there.
I think he's short, to be honest. From where the chains look, it's a little past the 35. They gave him the first down, though. No. Wait a minute.
Close. I think they're going to request a measurement. I think they're going to ask for the measurement.
Nope, they gave him the first down. No, it's 4th and short. It's 4th down. Look, it is 4th and short.
Yeah, I think the referees are discussing it. Probably going to bring out the measurements here. And
well, according to the linesman, it's 4th down. Nope, there he goes. He calls it first down. I was about to say. I'm surprised they didn't bring out the chain gang.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were going to do.
Because it looked really, really close, and I saw 4th down, and I was like, hey, 4th and short. But they got the first down. 15 seconds
Clock
left.
Continues to run.
Alegria, he's going to run it, try to pick up some yards. He gets runs out of bounds at about the 32-yard line with 8 seconds left. So I still don't think that's enough range because from right now you'd be looking at
and now there's a flag on the play.
There's a flag, and that goes against Mercedes.
So that puts him. That definitely puts him on a field goal range now.
Oh yeah.
They tack
Well,
on
even
about
at the 32, you're looking at a 32. You're looking at a 40, easily a 42, 43-yard field goal. But that's going to push it back even more. So yeah,
definitely puts him out of range.
that's timeout. That'll be the last one for the Tigers with 8 seconds left. Ball's at the 45-yard line. So
I'm thinking you're probably going to want to do a Hail Mary.
I'm taking these breaks. I'm taking these breaks. Well, unless you, you know what? You have no timeouts left. You can't call timeout. So you can't try to throw the ball over the middle because you'd have to literally get there and spike it as quick as you can.
Yeah.
That in high school football, that's not easy to do.
No.
That's not easy to do.
I think
so.
Edcouch-Elsa is
I
going to
think
enjoy this
you're going to
break.
try to go for it. Yeah.
They're going to go into the half and say, and that's probably one of the things Coach Bradley Chavez is going to talk about with his kids at halftime and say, hey, you guys have gotten a lot of breaks. Now you need to take advantage of them come second half.
I'm going to tell you what, man. Breaks have and sometimes, you know what? As a coach, you may not like it, but you're going to take it.
You're going to take it.
You're going to take it.
Whatever it takes to get you the W at the end of the night, that's what you're going to do.
Especially against your rivals.
Absolutely.
So here we go. He's got 2 men to the right. He's got 2 in the backfield with Alegria. I'm kind of surprised to see this. So Alegria goes back to pass. And
He's going
there he
long.
goes. He's going to let that ball go. And that ball was incomplete.
Yep, almost picked off.
Almost picked off. But that's it, Mark. That is halftime. Your score, Tigers 15, Edcouch-Elsa 13. And wow, what a
battle.
I don't know what other word to describe, but breaks.
Yeah.
It's been breaks. I mean, penalties have worked in our favor big time. I mean, big time.
They have.
I'm going to be totally honest with you. Penalties have helped us so much tonight. Our offense was struggling there for a little bit. We finally got that big first down on that face mask, and then from there, it woke us up.
Right.
It woke us up, and then Jay finally had a couple of runs, and then bowled his way.
Yeah.
With 2 or 3 guys on him into the end zone, and hey, we get the ball back in the second half. You make a couple of little adjustments. Hey, man, this is still anybody's ball game.
Oh, it is, and it's very close, too, 15-13. And I'll tell you who showed up big in second quarter for the Edcouch-Elsa Yellow Jackets. Number 12, we've been talking about him and where he's been, and he had that really big
catch, man,
that led number 32
on
into
a
the end zone.
Third and long.
Third and long.
Yeah.
That was about a 25-yard catch from Raven Rojas to set up number 32 to put 6 more points on the board, get the score pretty close, 15-13.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go on and let you enjoy the band at this time. Well, actually, no, you won't be able to. But we are going to take a short break. We should be back in about 25 minutes. Once again, we want to thank you for listening to us tonight on Edcouch-Elsa's YouTube channel, Edcouch-Elsa ISD. I want to thank George Flores for hooking that up. And, of course, also we got the infamous Pete Vallejo, who's running things on NFHS. Pete, let's get your little expertise here. You're kind of the Monty of our group here, like the Cleveland Indians. What's your assessment of the first half so far?
Well, John, I mean, you're correct that we've gotten a lot of breaks. But you know what? We're not the only ones that benefited from breaks, too. Remember they had that punt and that tipped off of us, and they scored 2 points. I mean, 2 plays later. That's 7 points that they put up off our turnovers as well. So we can't forget that.
Yeah, no doubt breaks have worked. So, Funk Man, your turn. What's been? Oh wait, he's got something going on here. So,
I think he's playing Wheel of Fortune on his phone. Fortnite.
Got Fortnite, yeah. Again, good crowd on hand.
I'm old. I play Wheel of Fortune, man. These younger kids play
Hey,
Fortnite.
I'm still trying to get used to Madden. I still don't have it. I have a little cousin that's about 7 years old and knows more than I do, and I've been playing it since it first came out. And I still play the beginner portion of it. I'll be brutally honest. He's sitting there, oh, look at that, do this. I'm sitting there, pues yo no sé. Pues yo no sé.
Yo no sabo.
Kind of like the lady on Man on Fire. Pues yo no sé. But we just heard it.
I'm hearing the delay.
The feedback. So, folks, once again, we're going to go and take a break here. It's halftime right now.
Yo no sé.
I want to try to get George to give us a few words before we get off the air. So,
yeah, well,
this is a close game.
While he's working on that.
You called it, Mark. You said it was going to be close. You said it wasn't Both teams have made mistakes. They have. You can say that. For Mercedes, it's been Alegria and Galindo.
Yeah.
It really has. That's been their offense.
And I'll tell you what, first quarter, that kind of reminded me, it took me back to the 2 weeks ago when Los Fresnos Falcons came into town and did the very same thing in the second quarter and put up 28 points against the Edcouch-Elsa
if you
defense.
notice, since that, our defensive secondary,
they've gotten a lot better.
Oh, yeah. They've tightened up on D.
Yep.
I think they've taken a couple of steps back.
Well, they're double teaming, too.
They're double teaming as well. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Galindo's a guy. But I'm going to tell you what. You got to remember, one guy that hadn't done much tonight, but he is a threat. I've seen him before, is number 15, Leroy Garcia.
Yeah.
He is a threat. And then also,
and Josiah
you got
Cantu.
Luevano. Luevano is jumping. And Josiah Cantu, exactly.
Josiah.
So Funk Man, come on in here. What's your assessment so far the first half?
I think both teams are playing well. What's been hurting us is the penalties and the losing of the ball. Defense has looked solid. Hopefully we keep it up the second half and score some more points on offense, and we can take home the win.
With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you back here in 23 minutes. John Cannon, Mark Mayhem, Pete Vallejo, and George Flores.
Still get some nachos.
You do that, and I'll eat my healthy peanuts or whatever.
Corn dogs, Jackie.
Corn
dogs.
All right, folks, so we're back. We got about 2 minutes and 42 seconds left before the start of the third quarter. And Mark, interesting first half, I guess you can say. Early on, it looked like Mercedes was just going to absolutely open things up, literally. Alegria showed absolutely no ill effects from that arm. His receiver, number 2, what was his name? Galindo, man. I mean, that guy, it just seemed like he almost like hot hands Haanen, came down with everything. But, our Jackets, the defense stayed with it, started to finally put some pressure on. And we caught some breaks our way. We were able to get a what early on looked like was clearly going to be a touchdown in our favor. Of course, they called that one in the favor of Mercedes, and that was where we questioned that forward pass that they called. But at a bad snap, defensive touchdown, and then right before the end, your boy Jake Codlin scores 15-13. Man, I mean, you said it.
Yeah.
You did not think this was going to be a blowout. You thought it was going to be close to the first half.
Yeah, and I did say it was going to be a good defensive battle all the way around. It's been that, since the first half, and, excited to see what comes off the course of the second half. Getting ready to kick off here in about a minute or so. And I'll tell you what, Sammy Galindo, all right, number 2, has been just lights out for this Mercedes offense. And then, of course, you add the other factor in there, the other receiver. After they started double-teaming him, you had Josiah Cantu, who came off with a touchdown. So it was looking pretty scary. But those bad mistakes, the penalties that ate up the Mercedes Tigers offense alive, Edcouch managed to
look who comes in and joins us. I smell food, and I turn around, and who do I see? Big Wave Dave and Rini, but it was actually Pistol Pete who has the food, not those guys. So hey guys, you guys are next door to us. A little reunion here. Dave and Rini, going to bring you in real quick. What's your assessment been in the first half?
What's up, guys? Well, like we talked earlier, it's a game about breaks. We have bad snaps, missed calls, and it's going to come down fumbles. It's going to come down to the very last play of the game. I mean, it's a 2-point difference. Right now, coaches are making their adjustments. As basically, it's going to happen. Very last play of the game. And we talked earlier, the team who scores the most points is going to win. It's going to hold tonight, right? Duh.
Big Wave?
No, like I said, there's been a lot of miscues on both sides of the ball. God, these guys are crazy over here on this side. This is why we got to let them do their thing. But you've got some great plays. I've been wanting to see exactly what Chavez does in adjustments for the second half. I've never seen him coach a full game because I haven't been to the full games yet. Gotten a little glimpses here and there, but today's the first time I get to see him coach a full game, and now I get to see how he adjusts from the first half to the second half.
Dynamite drop-in money. That broadcast school really paid off.
Really paid off for you, Rini. Dynamite. See, that's the first time we've been together in a while, guys. A little reunion here. So, Dave, in the back of the good old days, where's the after meeting place going to be this evening, as we like to call it?
Well, tonight, as soon as this game is over, of course, I'm always the one that packs up and puts everything away, and I have not had a lick of sleep in months. So,
well, I haven't either, but it still doesn't matter.
So I get to go straight home and pass out if I don't do it in the car.
Then I ask Rini the question: where will be the after-hour talk?
Well, the only place that's open 24 hours, Whataburger. Are they a sponsor yet?
No, not Whataburger. I was hoping y'all were going to say Formacio's or something like that. But you ain't going to get in the door, I'm going to tell you right now. So you can just forget about that. But, guys, we're getting ready to start the second half here. Both bands just performed. Guys, great seeing you again.
We'll see you on the flip side.
That's right.
Go Jackets.
Go Tiger.
Maybe we're breaking up.
Delay. Hello. Codename Hard Hat.
Roger. We have Clarence. What's our vector, Victor?
Niner.
Did I hear a niner in there?
Yes. So, all right, folks. So, Big Wave Dave and Big Rini Ortiz, the big man, for RGV athletes, they're right across from us. We've got a lot of media out here, man.
Yeah.
You got Channel 4 in the house. You've got Real Sports Live with Joe Bowling. You got Univision here. You know, you got, of course, us. You got the dynamic duo, or the fearsome, no, the fearsome foursome.
There you go.
Here, the Four Horsemen. And you got Big Wave
NWO
Dave.
football.
Yeah, I mean, and it's expected. Again, it's Edcouch Mercedes. You can throw records. You can throw everything out the door. And this game is shaping up to be everything that it is.
Absolutely.
It's game of the week for a lot of media outlets. And I tell you what, 15-13, that literally is a game of the week for you. So here we go. Jackets will receive. See if any adjustments were made on the offensive side of the ball, especially, of course, we got Albert Trevino and Jake Cardenas back for the Jackets.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Coach Bradley Chavez, I'm pretty sure he talked to his kids at halftime and said, hey, look, you know, we got a lot of big breaks. We get those continued breaks into the second half. We got to harp on them. We got to take advantage of them, and we've got to put some points on the board off of those breaks. We got to score.
We need to feed off of that score right before halftime, because that was big.
And if you were Coach Adame from Mercedes, you were lit and probably giving it to your students, you know, in the locker room saying, hey, you got to stop these penalties.
Making mistakes.
Quit making these mistakes. The score should actually be.
So that was, I don't know if that was a pooch kick, bad punt. I couldn't tell you. But you know what? Gives us the ball at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what
Mercedes.
I couldn't tell what kind of kick that
Or
was. I don't even.
Edcouch.
Maybe an onside. I think that was.
I couldn't tell if it was pooch, onside, bad kick, maybe bad. I don't know. But you know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We got great field position right now.
And I'm
So-
sure that's not exactly how the Mercedes Tigers
No,
wanted to
and
start
look
this
at
second
the
half
special
off.
teams coach. Man, he's sitting there going to that kicker. What are you doing?
You know,
So,
there's
here we
nothing
go.
better than watching your coaches run around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. That just shows you that they're
So
unorganized.
here we go. Handoff goes to number 32, Jake Cardenas. He gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, he had such a great first half. You know, a little slow at the beginning, had a couple of good runs, and of course that touchdown toward the end of the second quarter. And I tell you what, it's just a matter of time, just like last week, before he has his big breakout. Follows that one lineman that opens up the hole.
I think we might see Christian Maldonado get involved tonight. We saw him finally get involved, and I hope he does. So we got two to the right, two to the left, one man in the backfield that's Cardenas along with Raven Rojas. Got second down and 10, man in motion. Raven going to hang on to the ball, spins out, and gets back to the line of scrimmage and just nowhere to go. You know, he is nothing like, Albert Trevino when he's back there. Albert is more of the runner. Yeah, he's more of the runner type quarterback. Raven, they're trying to get Raven to do something with it, but he's just not able to get anything going. So they are going to give him a yard.
Yeah,
3rd and 9. We got, again, 2 to the right, 2 to the left, one man in the backfield. Bad snap. Raven picks up the ball and just falls on it. There's nothing else to do. And
another big break.
Another big break for Mercedes. And you know what? We've seen both teams. That's happened tonight. Bad snaps. Man, we talked about it in pregame. We saw a couple of those bad snaps.
Yeah, well,
by the offensive line, and now our defense is going to have to come up strong and really keep this thing close and not let Mercedes score, to make this a 2-possession ball game.
And this is something that they did a lot of last week against Edinburgh North Cougars. And I'll tell you what, even though the Yellow Jackets won 37-7, I'm
and look at this punt. What? Wow.
That took a big
That
roll.
ball bounced all the way to about the 15-yard line, and he punted that from what? About
the 40.
About no, he punted it from what? About the 20?
Oh, wow.
25. So
That's a great kick.
Hey,
Great roll.
Hey, that's a nice break in our favor, I guess you could say. So here we go. The Tigers come out with Alegria, who started off really, really strong. Since then, our Jackets have been able to kind of shut him down a little bit. So they got trips to the right, one to the left. He's got that one man now coming out of the backfield. It was Sonny Vela, but now he moves over to the right-hand side. Alegria back to pass, looking for an open man. And he's got pressure. Is complete, though, to number...
Looks like that's number 80. That's Gabriel Luevano.
Yep, number 80 with a reception.
Sophomore.
And I tell you, give Alegria credit for holding on to the ball that split second because he was about to get drilled. And just that split second gave him enough time to get that ball off. First down, Mercedes. Again, we got trips to the left, one man to the right. Alegria going to roll out now, and he's going to hang on to the ball and run with it. And that's got to be forward progress, I would think, on the throw.
Wow, it was, and it was right in the direction of a yellow jacket. It looks like number 4.
Oh, man, and look at that. There's 2 men down. Alegria is one of them. He's hurt. Alegria is hurt.
You got a yellow jacket
down.
Alegria down, and I tell you what, that pass. Fortunately for
Adame, he's going right out there.
Fortunately for Alegria, it wasn't intercepted. But
our guy gets up, walks off, and Alegria, he's having to be. No, that's not Alegria, is it? That's not Alegria. That's a lineman. Number 55. 55 for Mercedes, a lineman.
Numbers here, no name on the roster. Oh, 6'5". Okay, then that would be Zeke Gutierrez, offensive lineman.
Another one for good luck. There we go. So I thought it was Alegria that went down.
It did initially look like him.
It looked like he got past the line of scrimmage when he threw it. I thought they were going to call it a legal forward pass. Didn't do it anyway. Second down. Alegria goes back to pass again, looking for a man. He decides to tuck it and run it. And he's going to get just past the 30, and that's it. He is just brought down.
Number 45, Matt Segura on the tackle.
Segura with a tackle. And, I interviewed a couple of these defensive guys this week, and they said, they were ready for the challenge. They were ready for the challenge. They knew Alegria. They said, he's going to play, and we know it, but that's okay. You know what? Let him do what he wants to do. We're going to do what we're going to do as well.
Right.
And let's see who stands tall. So 3rd down and 8, 9:13 and counting. Ball's at 31-yard line. Trips to the right, one man to the left. No one in the backfield. Man in motion.
Oh, and look at that. What a bad.
And you know what?
They read that
shuffle. Yeah, they read that shuffle pass.
And
they read it. And was there a flag?
No flag. Alegria took a hit though, and
no flag. Pete thought maybe there was a roughing the passer play, but intentional grounding. But there was a man, if you notice, that was just right there in range. Otherwise, that's the only reason they didn't call it. But boy, Edcouch knew what was going to happen there, and give the defense credit.
Oh, they're doing.
Alegria didn't even have time to release. He was already down on the ground when that ball came out of his hands.
Yep, and with the intentional grounding brings up a loss of down, so 4th and 8. Bad snap over the punter. Back into the end zone, and he's just going to run it out. And look at that.
Edcouch-Elsa gets the ball at the Tigers' 3-yard line.
Another huge
I'm going to tell you what. He could have taken a safety, which I thought he would have done. It would have been 15-15.
That would have been a
But you know what? He didn't even try to punt it, or at least try to get rid of it. He runs out of bounds. We have the ball at the 3-yard line. What's the word of the night? Break.
Yep. Big
break. Biscuit.
Yeah.
Break.
That's right.
Break stuff tonight, and we're going to break through right now. Here we go.
Well, and they're looking at number 32, Jay the Juke got it than us. I'm pretty sure they're going to give him the ball. And
nope, it's Raven Rojas.
Quarterback keeper.
And they're trying to push.
I think he's in, John.
He is just short.
Waiting for the signal.
Just short. Nope, he's just short. 1 yard line.
Yeah, I just love when the offensive linemen, they get behind everybody and just start pushing. It becomes a train. Start pushing everybody.
Hey, it's your bigs against our bigs.
It's a tug of war, man, at the end of the day. And Edcouch-Elsa darn near got it into the
So here we go. Once again, power I formation.
2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. And this one, oh, wait a minute. Somebody jumped.
Looks like it's going to be a false start.
Yep, it's a false start against the offense. They were able to get someone to jump, so that's going to move it back.
And this is where you need to be most focused, John. The defensive line, they're going to try to throw you guys off. The offensive line off, they did just that, and that's pretty smart.
You know what? I'd still give the ball right up the middle. I'd run it right up the middle. You know what? Remember, it happened before, and Jay was able to break through and make that play. So I'd do it.
Oh, this is where Jay
or I'd bring in the big man.
Yeah, Isaac, the bruiser, the Anda.
I'd bring in the big man, and you know what? Just let him bruise his way through.
And I think he's in there, John.
Actually, no. You got shotgun formation with Jake Cardenas. You got one receiver out. You got tight formation. And handoff to Jay. And look, he reverses his field. 10, 5, gets past the 5.
He took a hit.
Yep, he took a hit, but boy.
But they had him shut down
They had him
side.
shut down, yeah.
He
He
pulled
was
one
able
of
to
those-
get back to the 5-yard line.
He pulled one of those Zeke Elliott moves, just reversed his angle and found some breathing room, took it back down to about the 5-yard line.
We're looking at 3rd and 5. We are in field goal range,
Oh, yeah.
so that's the good thing. If we get points, it will give us the first lead of the game,
Yeah.
which is hey, we'll
Opportunity
take
for
it.
Edcouch to take the lead for the
You
first
know,
time
that
tonight.
again, here we are at the 3, at the 1. Penalty moves us back to the 6. You know, penalties have hurt both teams, but
We can hear the
you know-
roars and the thumping of the Mercedes Tigers
and look,
fans.
there we go. We
beneath
got a
us.
timeout by Mercedes. Deanda was in. Big old number 40. You
I
see,
see
he
him.
was in. So
Smart.
timeout by the Tigers, and wow, Mark, I don't understand the punter's thinking there. It was a bad snap.
Yeah.
He had 2 choices. Could have taken a safety. Would have been 15-15. To me, that would have been the smart play. Because if you didn't, and Edcouch stops you and fumbles, they get the ball. That's a touchdown, Edcouch-Elsa.
Yeah, well, I think.
Or you try to punt it, maybe try to get them to, you know,
Give
a
you some
personal foul,
breathing room,
running,
yeah.
running into the kicker. That's another option. Or just try to kick it and get rid of it, even if it's 20 yards or whatever.
Something, yeah.
He runs it and gets out at the 3.
Wow.
Again,
Special teams
Could be
coach.
inexperience. Could be
gonna,
inexperience.
They're going to take some heat for
you know,
that after
it
the
could be
game.
inexperience, a lot of it too. So here we go. 3rd down and 5. We got the big man, pistol formation, 2 in the backfield, and I don't know what's going on. They call another false start. There's no way. There's no way. That was not a false start. And even Deanda looked at the ref and said, "You got to be kidding me."
Yeah.
And look at Chavez. Chavez is standing still going, "What? Where?
Yeah.
Where was the movement?"
Yeah, it's that defensive line of Mercedes.
I mean,
They're throwing them off.
No,
They're
there was
rotating
no
players.
movement on our side whatsoever. So 3rd down, we're
3rd and
we're
10.
still in range. We're still in field goal range. I
Oh, yeah.
wouldn't do anything careless here. You know, I'd run the ball. Jake Cardenas in the backfield, Raven Rojas. He's going to look to run it. You know what? He is going to get stopped short. But, hey, we're in field goal range. We're in
Yeah.
field goal range, and, yep,
An
it looks like
opportunity
here he
to-
comes. Here he comes.
Opportunity to take the lead for the first time tonight by the special teams unit. Let's see what they
give Mercedes credit. Hey, we were at the 1-yard line.
do. Yeah, that was
We were at
25
the 1.
on the stop there. Brandon Adame on that stop there
So
for.
that's little Adame. You know, that's Coach Roger Adame's son. So here we go. We're looking at about a 29-yard field goal. Snap is down, kick is up, and it's
It's
good. It is good. So, hey, you know what? I would have rather had 7.
Yep.
I'll take 3. Hey, that was a break we got from Mercedes. Mark, we have the first lead of the game.
Yep.
Edcouch 16, Tigers 15.
Man, what a just a continued battle, you know, back and forth, and you know, still right now, offense of Edcouch-Elsa still really can't get too much going. You know, wasn't able to get very much going in the first quarter. Started to kind of pick it up their pace a little bit more in the second quarter, and then now you have Edcouch-Elsa in the offense. This defense of Edcouch, let me tell you, they have managed to shut down Mercedes Tigers offense. What looked like to be a blowout from quarter number 1, they have managed to contain them and now take the lead for the first time here tonight.
That first time, Alegria was just picking us apart. I mean, piece by piece by piece.
I mean,
by
is it
piece.
me or did he remind you of the quarterback from the
He
Falcons of
reminded
Los
me of the
Fresnos?
actually, he reminded me a lot of last year's quarterback,
Yeah.
Mark Ledesma.
Uh-huh.
And Pete and I were talking about this. Last year, they killed us. They killed us
yeah.
with the passing game.
Oh, yeah.
Deep, deep, deep. I mean, they were just mark to Matt, mark to Matt,
The
mark
brother,
to Matt,
the brothers,
the
yep.
brother to brother.
I remember that.
You know, but hey, give credit to our defense. Give credit to our defensive coaches making the adjustments. And hey, you know what? Offensively, it ain't pretty, but it's getting the job done.
Well, you said
and
that.
you know what? Hey, as long as it's working, hey, we get out of here with a
Stick
win.
with it,
There's
yep.
work to do.
Yeah. But
But
we'll take the W.
you're 1-0 in district play.
Exactly.
And you have 2 straight wins. That says something. So here we go. Kick goes into the end zone.
Yeah, I think Coach Adame right now, he's just telling them, look, don't even worry about catching the ball.
No.
You guys are doing bad things with it.
Well, not
special
only
teams.
that, but look how many times. Now remember though, Lozoya had that bad snap, or when he tried to pick it up,
Right.
and not snap, but when he tried to recover, he gets the ball at the 4 and brings it all the way back to the 43-yard line. Now, thank God it was called back on a penalty, but bad snaps,
Penalties, bad snaps,
balls falling out of the hands,
and turnovers.
That's been the mantra of this game.
That's exactly what's been the mantra of this
So
game.
here we go. We got 2 to the right, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 man in the backfield.
Another high
Handoff
snap.
goes to number 21, and he has nowhere to go. This defense is swarming tonight.
Well, they haven't really been
Flag.
able to get.
There's a flag.
They haven't really been able
There's
to
a
get
flag.
anything off the.
Something happened after the play. They're calling it against Edcouch, it looks like. That call is, it looks like it's going to go against the Jackets.
Personal foul.
No, it's against the offense.
Wow.
No. Actually, it's against both teams, offset.
Okay.
So replay the down. Hey.
Well, we're okay with
Yeah, there was it looked like a little scuffle in there right there, so again, it's a rivalry game, you can expect it. But plays will negate, or actually the penalties will offset. So it's going to be 2nd down and 12 on that loss. It was a handoff to number 21, Sonny Vela.
Sonny Vela.
So 2 men over to the right. They got 1 man to the left. They got 1 in the backfield. Looks like the refs are talking over something. Not quite sure what's going on here. Somebody's going nuts. I think that's Chavez over there going nuts on defense.
Is that Chavez?
Yeah. Look at it. He's jumping all over the place. So here we go. Back to pass Alegria, looking for an open man. And that ball just
almost
incomplete.
picked off by Jay the Juke Cardenas. Look at him.
And number 3, Trevino was right there. Again,
the two
they're
DBs
double
playing
covering.
the RBs.
They're double covering now.
Oh yeah, and they've they figured that out. After the quarter number 1, when number 2 was just all over the place for the Mercedes Tigers. Number 2 just killed them in quarter number 1.
Well, and if you notice that we're not blitzing, we're not loading the box like we were before. We're playing back, and that's smart.
Yeah,
you want to do that because on the run they're doing nothing. So here we go: 2 to the right, 2 to the left. 3rd down and 12. Alegria has 1 man in the backfield. Back to pass. Alegria gets it off, and that, oh my God.
He wrapped up for a loss.
He threw a screen pass over to Vela, and Vela turned around, and all he saw was white.
Yep.
White jerseys with gold. And they said, you ain't going nowhere, my amigo.
It was a one-on-one battle, and he was right there to wrap him up.
4th and 25, and look at this. We're going to have, again, beautiful field position. He's punting from the 2.
Yeah,
and our punt returners are literally sitting at the 38-yard line.
Practically the 35. Good punt, though.
Good punt. Gets it to about almost the 50. Albert with a ball, and he gets it over to the 45, jukes a little bit. He's going to get right to about the 41-yard line. Great punt.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 48-yard punt.
That was a good
Give that
punt.
punter credit.
Yep.
But again, hey, we are in Tiger territory, Mark. We're in Tiger territory. And offensively, you know what? Hey, move the ball. Get some points. Add to the lead. Right now, the momentum has completely shifted into our favor.
It has. It's
shifted.
Certainly.
And our defense is stepping up. Our offense, it's not pretty. And Chavez is probably going to say that. But you know something? We're doing the little things we need to do.
Right.
And
well, it's going to come down here. It's really going to come down to the center, and how he snaps the ball, especially in shotgun formation.
So here we go. Trips to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff goes to Jake Cardenas, spins around. He's going to pick up a couple of yards. Runs the ball right up the middle. Flag on the play. A late flag.
And that's just probably the classic battle. Maybe an exchange of words. Probably going to be a personal foul.
That's against Edcouch-Elsa, personal foul. Yeah, it's starting to get heated up a little bit.
Yeah, and this is not the time where you want to
No.
get too heated. I mean, you're
And look at that. They're having to push Chavez back. Look at him. They're holding Chavez back.
he's not too happy with
No,
that call.
look at him. Look at him.
Yeah, he better be careful. They don't want to eject him out of the game. But he's furious, man. You can tell.
Well, no, he's calling the plays in. But I think that's Nino that was beside him that was also kind of questioning, like, hey, what's going on here? So that moves the ball all the way back to our own 45-yard line.
Watch number 88
Second and
down here.
25.
Watch number 88.
Raven Rojas gets out of trouble. Is he going to be able to get rid of the ball? Gets rid of the ball. Throws it out of bounds.
And I'll tell you what, man, I was looking at number 88, Jesus, the Machete Trejo. He was down here on the twin side, left side, and he had a lot of breathing room. And I'm pretty confident if Raven was able to escape that last defender that was on his tail, he might have completed a pass to Jesus Trejo for the first time tonight.
So here we go. We got 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Again in the backfield, Jake Cardenas, Raven Rojas at quarterback. Man in motion is Trejo. Quarterback goes back to pass, just throws it right over the middle to Cardenas. And look at him. Lee gets some big yards. Look at that.
Got some room.
45-40. He gets it back to the line of scrimmage. But, boy, he looked like if he could have broken those couple of tackles.
Oh, he might have been gone.
No, he could have easily got the first down.
Easy.
We're going to go for it. We're going for this on 4th down.
Wow.
Why not? Why not? Tight formation.
4th and 9. Classic rivalry match.
Pistol formation. Here we go.
It's the Valley
Hand
game
off
of
the
the
confidence.
week.
Look
And
at
he's
him.
got
There he
some
goes.
room.
35. And
I think he got it, John.
I don't know. It's going
I'm
to be.
looking at the ref.
I think he did. I think the way where the placement of the ball is going to be, they're going to give him the first down.
They're moving
First
the chains.
down. Give Chavez credit for going for that.
Wow.
And you know what? He probably said our offense needs. We're going to go for this.
That's a first
We're
down.
going to go for broke.
Yep. Look
Right
at
now, momentum's in our favor. Give the ball to the Juke Man.
Look at the
And
Edcouch-Elsa
Juke Man
fans.
look at the fans. They're going
loving
crazy.
it.
Mercedes is silent.
They are.
You can hear a pin drop.
Yep,
here.
you can.
Pete's jumping up and down here already.
I can hear Pete's tripas right now.
Yeah. So, again, another tight formation, pistol formation. Raven hands it off once again to Jay.
There you go.
Jay finds another hole. And, hey, just
keep feeding him the ball.
Chew away.
Chew away.
Chew away, like Zeke says.
Yeah.
Keep feeding me.
Yep,
Keep
feed me.
feeding me. You know what? Make the clock is your best friend.
Yeah, and
Our defense right now has played lights out. Give them the rest, the break that they need. Wear down Mercedes' D.
yeah.
Wear them down like we did last week with Edinburgh North, where Edinburgh North had their hands on their hips. They were exhausted.
Oh, yeah, they were.
And that's all we need to do. Again, another tight formation. Pitch out goes to Jake Cardenas, and that one did not work in our favor.
Yeah, you had number 19
He lost a couple
and
of yards.
number 3 all over him of the defense. Got to give credit to them for being there because,
And again, you notice that they were loaded in the left side.
yeah, they did.
We had the linemen, and then we had the 2 receivers, and it looked like the big man, possibly DeAndo, was back there.
That was Juan Morales, number 3, and number 19 on the tackle, Ramiro Ortiz of the defense for the Mercedes Tigers.
So you have big man DeAnda is in there. He's in the backfield. DeAnda's in the backfield.
There's your guy.
You got trips to the right, one to the left. DeAnda's back there with Raven Rojas, 3rd down and 8. Rojas back to pass, throws it over to the big man, and look at him. Big man gets to about the 25. Is that enough to try to go for a field goal?
You know, I mean, it's 4th and 5.
Well, you know what? They're bringing him in. They're bringing him in. They're bringing in Crispin. You're looking at a 40.
Say about a 45-yard
A 43, 44-yard field goal. We've seen him. He's got range.
Yeah, he does.
So, here we go, folks. Field goal attempt. Good snap. Up.
Looks good.
Does it clear the crossbar? No, it's no good. Wide right. But you know what? Give him credit. Went for it. Tried it.
Yeah, and I'm surprised Coach Bradley Chavez didn't go for that on 4th and 5. He went for it on 4th and 9 on a running play.
I would have taken the chance on the field goal.
I would have.
Again, the kid has range.
Well, he did clear it. There's
He
no doubt
cleared
about
it.
it.
It was just to the
Just
right.
wide right.
So Mercedes takes over 1st and 10, ball at their own 26-yard line.
Yep.
A minute 24. Edcouch does have the lead.
By 1 point, John.
You got trips to the right, 1 to the left. Vela's in the backfield again. Hand off to Vela, and
he's
look at that.
going
Negative, he's
nowhere.
going nowhere. No,
Look
that's actually number 24. 24 was running the ball.
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson. Yeah, he took that L for the loss. Pete said it best, yes. He was kind of like Rad Tad. Remember when he's like, I don't want the ball. I don't want the ball, Little Giants. Don't give me the ball. Don't give me the ball. And he just gets back. Y'all remember Rad Tad, the Little Giants?
Don't throw the ball to Johnny. I'm Johnny.
Yeah. So here we go. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. He's all alone in the backfield. Alegria.
Bad snap.
Bad snap, but it looks like he fell on it. There was a jacket right there.
Oh, they looked like they were battling for the ball, too.
So it's going to be 3rd and long.
That was number 25 on the defense.
Yeah, that's when Rad Tad was running back. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
Ricky Pettis of the defense, number 25, there on the fumble and recovered by Mercedes.
So 20 seconds left. 3rd down and long.
3rd and long, John.
Ball's
Another
at the 11.
big break for the Edcouch-Elsa
Everybody
Yellow
split out.
Jackets.
3 to the left, 2 to the right. Alegria all alone. That snap a little high.
Yep. He's going deep. He's
Going
got a man
deep.
open.
Man.
I think he caught that. That's
That
complete.
ball is complete. And guess who caught it? Wait a minute.
Sammy
Wait a minute.
Galindo.
Sammy Galindo.
That's going to be a first down, John.
Wow. You know what? Galindo had been quiet there for a while.
Yeah, he was.
But you know what? He said,
I ain't
not
done.
done yet. What a great play by Alegria and finding Galindo, and again, in very tight coverage.
And boy, did they need that, too, because they haven't had a big break for them since
We
quarter
do have
one.
an injury on the field, though. Yeah, but looks like he's walking off the field. That's number
Looks like 19, Derek
number
Ayala.
19, Derek the Hitman Ayala. And number 4 as well.
Yep, Edward
Cardoso,
Cardoso.
man, those are 2 big defensive weapons we need in there.
Yeah, we've been saying their names all night
So,
tonight.
It's going to be 1st and 10. That's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Mark, we're going to number 4.
Yep, 4th and
Your
final.
score. And folks,
Four's still in there.
we're not kidding.
No, 4th quarter.
Edcouch-Elsa, 16. Mercedes,
15.
15.
Insane. I mean, not a very high-scoring game, John, by any means, but boy, let me tell you.
That was number 3, actually, that took. Albert Trevino's the
Albert
one that got
Trevino.
hurt, yeah. They both got off of their own power, so you know what? Hopefully we'll see them back in. So we switch sides of the field right now, and Mark, our predictions were way off here. It's been a tight game, and you know what? Reedy might be right when he said last team with the ball could win this.
Could win this, absolutely.
So 1st and 10, trips to the left, 2 to the right, empty backfield, back to pass, quarterback number 10 looking for an open man.
He's wide open, John.
And look at that, he's gone. 10,
Broken tackle.
5, touchdown, Mercedes.
Oh, ball came out. He punched it from the. There was an Edcouch-Elsa Yellow Jacket who popped it out of his hands before, but I think he had already crossed the plane.
Who was the receiver?
I think that's number 2. That's Galindo.
No.
Or 21.
21, that's Sonny Vela.
Sonny Vela.
Sonny Vela, wow.
So now you got 3 receivers with each of them with a touchdown tonight. In the name of Sammy Galindo, number 2, you've got
number 21.
Number 14, Josiah Canthu with a touchdown, and now number 21.
Wow.
Sonny Vela.
Wow.
Three touchdown passes for Alegria tonight. And, John, we were just talking about this. Man, it could come down to the final play.
I wouldn't doubt Mercedes goes for 2. That would put them up 7 right now. Give them a 23-16 lead. I'm almost positive they're going to go for 2.
Yeah, there was no flag on the play. Like I said, an Edcouch Yellow Jacket defender. He popped the ball out, but it was too late. Number 21 had already crossed the plane to the goal line.
Here.
So that's good for
Alegria.
6.
Back to pass. He throws that from the 30-yard line, and look at that. Boom, right there. Two defenders gets past, and Albert Trevino tries to stop. He actually tries to knock the ball out of bounds, but he already crossed the end zone. Wow, what a play.
Yeah.
Beautiful play. Alegria flung that ball from the 30-yard line. That was another easily 35-yard pass. And then what happened is Sonny Vela was able to they tried to trip him up, if you noticed it. And he kind of stepped a little bit enough. And then Trevino tried to catch up to him, but it was too little too late. Crosses the goal line, touchdown Tigers.
And if you're the Edcouch-Elsa defense right now, you're probably asking yourself, man, I mean, we're trying to double team number 2 over here, Sammy Galindo. And if we don't do that, then we're going to find number 14 open, Josiah Cantuna.
Well,
we don't do anything
five
for him.
wide. They had 5 wide. So that tells you have Leroy Garcia, you have number 21, you have Josiah, you have number 2. I mean, they had weapons.
A lot of weapons.
Yeah.
Kind of remind you of like the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. It's like, who do you throw it to? Doesn't really matter. Somebody's going to come down with a ball.
Yeah, Juju Smith-Schuster. You got Antonio Brown.
I mean, they're loaded. They're loaded with weapons. And then they got a quarterback to
So here we go. They're going for
compliment.
2. Alegria with the ball. And it's incomplete.
Yep.
Incomplete.
That was knocked out by the Edcouch-Elsa defender.
Knocked out by the Jackets.
It initially looked like he had it.
There's a flag. Roughing the passer. That 2-point conversion is good.
Wow. How does that work?
Yeah, he missed it.
So
Look at Chavez. Look at him.
how is that good?
How was that good?
Wait a minute. Okay, roughing the passer.
Pass was incomplete.
No, wait a minute. Wait. No, I don't know. Hold on. He's waving something off. Like now you have Adame coming out. Now they're gonna have to play that again.
Yeah, there's no way
I
they
was
can
about to
count
say,
that
how do you give him the 2-point conversion
if it wasn't complete?
on an incomplete pass?
Yeah, penalty was on the defense. You
Wow.
half the distance
Okay.
to the goal and
exactly.
replay
I'm
the
thinking,
down.
okay, did they just change a rule today that we don't know about?
Well, it sounded like it.
I'm like, fuck, man, we need some research right now.
Yeah.
But no. Going to get to replay it again. Ball is now at the 2-yard line. 21-16 Tigers after that score. 11:50 on the clock. They are going to go for 2. They got 2 men. Three
Empty
to the
backfield.
right. Empty backfield.
You got
Wide.
5 out.
5 wide.
High
Bad snap for Alegria.
Nope.
And that one is incomplete.
It was actually
No
almost
flags.
picked off. That was almost picked up by number 21.
So, 21-16
Seuss built it
Mercedes.
on.
Hey. Where?
Another flag on the play.
Another flag.
Both sides.
Both sides, yep.
They're gonna replay it.
So they'll offset and probably offsides on defense.
Offsides against the defense.
So it was just the defense, not the offense. So that's going to
So
go.
that's going to put the ball at about the 1-yard
Yep.
line. Yep, I bet you they try to just sneak it in right
Yeah,
now.
I'm
Look,
thinking
look, he's
Alegria's
under
just gonna-
center.
quarterback keeper, quarterback sneak.
No,
Oh,
he
fake.
was a shotgun formation, and he gets in. He gets in. No flags. Wow. After 3 attempts, he gets in. 23-16 Tigers on top. Wow. Crazy.
Well,
Flags can help you, or flags can hurt you, and unfortunately, they hurt us. That roughing the passer, wow. And both times we made the stop.
Yep.
But when you get the ball at the 1, I mean, 9 times out of 10, what are you gonna? But he was in shotgun formation.
He was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It was just a fake
you're gonna
snap.
try to run it in.
Yeah,
obviously you're not
absolutely.
gonna try to throw it if you're at the 1-yard line.
And the running game for the Mercedes Tigers hasn't been their best weapon here tonight by any means. But when you're at the 1-yard line, sure, why not? Give it a shot. And
we've seen Alegria. He can run.
oh, he's got the most.
He can run, yeah.
He's got the most yardage as a running back too.
Yeah. So if you're the Jackets, you're down 7. Plenty of time in this game. Plenty of time.
Well,
There's plenty of time.
Let me tell
There's
you.
11:50 left on the clock.
Alegria is airing it out. He is airing it out tonight, and he's airing it out big. So now if you're Edcouch-Elsa, Number one, you got to make sure the snaps are
Look
good.
at that. Bad. It was another fumble. We pick it up.
Wow,
that was a face mask.
That looked like a face
That
mask.
looked like a face mask. They didn't call it.
They turned him around completely. I mean, he did
But
a 180.
it looks like who was it that recovered that? Was it Jake Cardenas was the one that picked it up? Botched it, picked it up, ran around. I could have sworn it was a face mask, but they didn't call it.
They didn't.
So, of course, it could be just us two, but it did look like it.
We got the replay up here.
Yeah. Jackets get the ball at the 27-yard line. And you can see the replay. Yeah, look at that. He fumbled it, picks it up, gets it, and right there, spins around.
I mean, he got turned around.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a face mask. I got to give him that. So
It was
on
close.
first down, they run it up the middle.
They'll pick
Picks
up
up
about
2 yards.
Yep.
That's Jake Islanders. 11:23 and counting. Still plenty of time in the clock. Jackets doing hurry-up offense. Got 2 men in the backfield now. You got Deanda, and you have Jake Islanders alongside Raven Rojas. Hands it off to Deanda. No, actually throws
He
it.
fakes it to Deonda.
Throws it. Nice little screen pass right there. And was that number 10 maybe?
No, that's 32. That's Jake
32.
Cardenas.
Jake Cardenas on
Yeah,
the screen
he just ran a simple flats pass or a flats route, faked it off to Deonda there. Everybody kind of bid on that and gave Cardenas a little bit of breathing room there.
So here we go. 3rd and 3.
Picks up about 4.
Two men in the backfield, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Handoff goes to Cardenas, and he gets past that's first down.
I think that's number 10.
That's number 10.
That's your
Alvarado.
guy right there.
That's my guy. That's Alvarado right
Sean
there.
Alvarado.
So he picks up some hard-fought yards, gets a first down. 1st and 10. And you know what? I like this. Try to chew up as much clock. Let's try to score. Get back in this thing. Even if we tie it up, take it. So, again, we're running 2 backs in the backfield. That handoff goes to Cardenas right there. He's going to pick up maybe a yard, running it to the left. We're 2nd down and 9.
Right now,
They're going to give him 2 yards on that run.
Wouldn't be a bad idea to see Isaac the Bruiser Deonda just, try to sneak it up the middle for about 3 or 4 yards, because that guy will get you about 3 or 4 yards every single time.
We've got Alvarado and we have Cardenas in the backfield. 2 speed backs.
Yep.
You got 2 men spread out to the right, 1 spread out to the left. Rojas with a pass play caught. First down.
First down.
That's number 5.
That's Barco.
Barco on the play.
That's just a simple 5-yard hitch route, man. Just
That's
runs
all
up
it
5
was.
and
you know what?
let him do the rest.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
You throw it right in the middle of the numbers. Let him catch the ball, turns around, let him do the rest of the work. Got him a first down. Edcouch-Elsa.
So here we go. Once again, 2 backs in the backfield, pistol formation. Raven Rojas. Handoff goes to Jake Cardenas, and look at him. Look at that fancy
Juking
footwork.
everybody out of their jocks,
Juke
John.
jive. Yeah, yep, exactly. He picks up. Doesn't look like a lot, but it's a hard fought.
Three
yards,
yards. Yeah. Yeah, why not?
So it's going to be 2nd and about 7.
Well, and initially that actually looked like it could have gone opposite. It looked
could
like
have.
it could have gone,
Yeah.
backwards instead of forward. Instead, because of his juking ability, juking everybody out of their jocks, spins around and maneuvers his way for 3.
So now we're going back to the traditional 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 man in the backfield. Rojas.
That should be incomplete. He's running
That's
back.
an incomplete pass.
I think they're looking at it like a
And
fumble.
look at Mercedes. Oh, they're questioning it, saying, wait a minute.
Incomplete. Yeah, ref is
Incomplete
signaling that's an
pass.
incomplete
That was
pass.
an incomplete pass.
And now you got Coach Adame like, what? What are you talking about? He threw it backwards, not forward. I'm curious to see, John, if he did throw it backwards. It almost looked like he threw it backwards.
We're going to see it right.
If he does throw it backwards, that is a fumble. That is a touchdown for Mercedes.
Well, it don't matter. We got the ball back.
Well, refs are
So we're
signaling
okay. They're calling
that
it
it's an
incomplete
incomplete.
pass.
We'll take that.
And actually, here's a replay right here. You can see Rojas.
That's a backwards pass, John.
That's a backwards pass. Yeah. Wow.
And
Well,
you
that's
didn't-
okay. We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it.
We'll
Let's
take that
let's
break.
hurry up and snap the ball before
Well, there's no
whistles
challenge.
blow. Okay.
There's no challenge,
All
so
right.
we're okay. So Rojas back to pass.
Flag
There
on
is
the
a
play.
flag on the play.
I think that's going to be a holding call on Edcouch. Regardless, every bad call deserves another, is what they say. So hopefully not. But
Yep, and that's against the Jackets.
it's going.
It's going to push it back even more.
They might actually decline it though. It'd be 4th and 8. Let's see what they do here.
Yep, they're going to decline it.
Yep.
Holding ball that's declined. It's going to be a 4th down.
Now, what do you do here, John? You got 8 minutes left. Do you punt it away and have your defense try to pin them deep in their own territory?
I
or-
would. I'd punt it away.
That's
You know
exactly
what?
what
It's
they're
still a
doing.
one-possession game. You know, your defense, even though you've given up points, they've still been playing lights out. There's plenty of football left.
Yeah.
You know, you don't dare give Mercedes decent field position at
Right.
all. So the punt is away.
Good punt. Goes
But
out
it
of
goes
bounds.
out of bounds. That's going to give Mercedes the ball.
About the 29-yard line, it looks. 28.
Yep, about 29-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Mercedes. 23-16 Tigers on top. 7:54 left, 4th quarter. We cannot afford to let them score any points right now.
No.
Right now, defense has got to. They got to come up. They got to come up strong. They
Yeah.
got to do what they've been doing, containing these receivers.
And I think
Stop Alegria
yeah,
from doing what he's doing.
exactly. Get to him before he.
So, yeah, 3 to the left, 1 to the
Unleashes
right.
the
Here
fury.
goes Alegria. Pressure's on him.
They're
He's
after
just
him.
going to run with the ball. He's just going to run it out of bounds. And
I think he's going to lose.
he's going to lose
about
about
a yard.
2 yards.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there wasn't much he could do there. That ball was snapped high. He just went ahead and said, you know what, I'm going to try to make something out of nothing. And give him credit. Give him credit because it could have been 2nd and 18
And
as
that's
opposed to 2nd and
that just seems
12.
to have been the bad spell on both sides, or the bad snaps. You know, it's
Yeah.
happened numerous times for Edcouch, numerous times for Mercedes.
So he
and
sends Vela out to the right. You got 4 men to the right, 1 to the left. Alegria back to pass. And that ball is incomplete, intended for number 15.
yep, Leroy Garcia.
So 3rd and 12. We need to stop. I agree with Pete. We need to stop right now. You know, if we're gonna get back in this game, we need to stop.
Well, I said it from the
No
beginning, John.
penalties. We cannot do anything foolish. You know, spreads everybody out. 5 wide. Alegria all alone. Good snap. Gets it off. Alegria back to pass.
Oh, he almost.
And that ball intercepted.
That is
intercepted by, it looks like number 3, Albert
Albert
Trevino.
Trevino.
And he gets
He's
to the
got
40,
some room,
35,
John.
30.
He
20,
might take this all the way for a
he
pick
gets
six.
down to the 8-yard
Wow.
line. Albert Trevino on defense. You know what? We haven't even talked about him. We talked about him earlier.
Oh, he's
about
been
him playing
quiet.
D-back.
Yeah, he's been quiet
But
tonight.
man, when
he
we
come up
needed
big?
Albert to come up, Albert the Great made the INT, and I mean, hugged that sideline.
Yeah, he did.
And guess what? Edcouch football at the 10-yard line.
Look at this.
1st down.
Look at this play, John. He gets hit. Alegria gets hit, so he
Look at
just
that. He
threw
gets
it
the ball
up.
to 40, spins around out of the hands of that guy.
He
Gets
basically
to the 50, 40, and look at him. And he gets nailed right there at the 8. If he would have beat that guy, he would have been in.
Oh, yeah.
That'd have been a touchdown. So here we go.
Alegria took a
Pistol
licking, man.
formation. Handoff goes to Cardenas. He pushes his way forward, gets up to about the 6-yard line. We need a touchdown.
I think
We need a touchdown here.
whoever that defensive lineman was after Alegria, John, he saw him coming and he just threw that ball up for grabs and said, "Hey, I'm getting rid of it. I don't care where it
Yeah.
ends up because it's
Yeah,
either
give
the
to
ball
the
or
media
me."
credit. So 2nd down and 6. Again, pistol formation. Looks like Deonda's in the backfield. Handoff to the big man, and he gets tripped up.
Yeah, they got him. They got him behind the line. He'll lose about a yard.
Looks like we may have an injured player on the field getting up slowly. No, it's okay.
Well, I
So
wouldn't.
it's going to be 3rd down and 7.
I wouldn't doubt if it'd be the guy who tackled the bruiser,
You
man.
know what?
'Cause-
If I'm Chavez, I'm probably going to go for this on 4th down.
oh, you
I
have
do
to.
have to.
This is an opportunity for you to do just
You're
that.
right here. You got to exactly. You got to pin back.
This is where you want him.
You don't want
this
the
is
field,
where
you
you
don't
want
the
him.
field goal, because the field goal, you're still going to be down 4. So another tight formation, flag.
That's
And
probably
I
going
think
to
they
be
got
a
us to jump. That's going to be against
false
us
start.
again. Yep,
Yeah.
false start offense. Wow, man.
The defensive linemen are moving right before the snap when the Carson
Yep.
offensive linemen are moving.
Yep. Give the D-line credit. Give Mercedes D-line credit. They're getting us to jump. They're
Yeah.
pulling a little crisscross on us.
That's
making
what
us
they're
jump
doing.
jump.
Yeah, and you know, the one thing that coaches will tell you is, hey, it don't matter what they do. You don't look at them. You look at the ball. You move when the ball moves, and that's it. That's the bottom line. And if you do that, you'll
I'll
eliminate.
tell you, listen to both sides now. Both sides are getting loud. Loud. So Rojas has 2 men in the backfield with him. 2 men to the right, 1 to the left. Raven back to pass. Finds an open man. That's Jacob. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that was Trejo.
That was
number
Trejo.
88. So you know what?
Going backwards, John.
They're gonna go for 3. You know what?
I think at this point you
You know
have
what?
to.
Yeah, you have to, because right now it's 23-19.
You still got all timeouts left.
They're 23-16. 5 minutes on the clock. You know what? Get these points, because again, now it puts you to where if you score, it's not a tie ball game.
Right.
If this conversion is good.
And their defense has been playing lights
So
out.
here we go. The kick is up, and yeah, that one is good. No good.
What?
No good.
Wow.
Wow, that's 2 missed field goals right there. That would have put us.
That's a
at
tie ball game.
23 No, 23-22.
That'd be within 1 point.
Wow. Wow.
2 missed opportunities right there,
And
John.
That was about a 28-yard field goal, maybe?
Yep.
And again, what hurt us? Penalty.
Yep.
Penalties. So here we go. Mercedes has a ball. 5:07. Their crowd's come to life now. He's got 2 men in the backfield, and I bet you Mercedes is going to run the ball.
Bad snap.
Bad snap. Alegria picks it up, tries to throw it. And wow, I tell you what,
Wow.
that was scary, because he released it and Leroy Garcia got away from his
He
man.
did.
And he tried to one-arm that in. He would have been gone.
Oh, he would have been way gone.
Oh, wow. Thank God, incomplete pass.
Yep,
But man,
and that was
give Alegria credit for the second effort.
that was
To get
21.
rid of that ball.
21, the defender, Jesus Beltran, who nearly slipped
Wow.
away from what could have potentially turned into a touchdown for
So
Leroy.
here we go again. He's got 2 men in the backfield. 2 men to the right. Alegria with a handoff. And look at this run. Look at that number. I think that's number 24. 33. That's number 33.
That's Miguel Jimenez.
Miguel Jimenez. He gets close to a first down. It's just going to be short. And, yeah, Mercedes now, they're going to use the clock to their favor. If they can get a couple of first downs, that's going to be all she wrote. And the play clock is their best friend as well.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they get the first down here, now you got to start thinking about using your timeouts.
Yep. 3rd and 1.
If you're Edcouch-Elsa.
4:30 and counting. 2 men in the backfield once again. Alegria shotgun formation. And you can see they're led in that clock. 5, 4. Handoff. And they didn't get it.
He didn't get it.
They did not get it. That is short.
So I'd say use your don't even use your timeout here. You still got plenty of time.
No, you got time.
Got over 4 minutes.
Yeah, so they're going to punt.
Take the punt.
Ed
Yep.
Katz is going to get the ball with about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left.
And you know what? Let me tell you this: Albert Trevino's been shy,
Hey.
been quiet in the backfield. He's been
You know
quiet in the
what?
special teams. This
He
could
made a
be-
play on defense.
He did.
Let's see something on special
See some
teams
special
now.
teams, and if there's anybody that can do it better than anyone,
AT.
it's good old number 3 AT. So if you're Mercedes and you're smart, you keep the ball away from him, but it should go directly to him.
Come on.
So there we go.
What a
Trevino going to
punt.
pick it up. He picks it up at the 30. And there he goes. 30, 35, 40. Still on his
Look
feet.
at that. Look at that.
50,
What did I tell you?
45. He gets past the 45 down to about the 42-yard
In
line.
the Tiger
Tigers
territory.
3:16 on the clock. And you know what? Rini called it.
Yeah.
Could it be last team with the ball
Let's
wins
see with
this
the
game?
ball.
So if
Well.
you're Chavez, you got to put together the perfect drive here.
Yeah.
You
doubt.
cannot make any penalties.
Nope.
No false
No
starts.
bad snaps.
No bad snaps. This has got to be your best drive of the night right here.
Right here. This is where it counts the
So
most.
here we go. Rojas has 3 wide to the right. And that ball, incomplete.
That was a low pass by Raven.
Intended for number 2, I believe that's Matthew Maldonado. Number 5, Barco.
Barco.
So 2nd down and 10. It does stop the clock with 3:12.
Yeah, you still got plenty of time, man. You got plenty of time. This is your drive right here. This is your time to.
So here we go. He's got 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Raven Rojas back to pass. Got plenty of time. That ball incomplete. He was looking for a man over the middle. Looking for Trejo, number 88.
Yeah, and I think right now, if you're Raven, I'd be looking for my guy number 12 who had that big catch. I almost took it to the house.
Now here, you're going to have to go for it on 4th
You
down.
have to. This is 4 down.
This is 4 down territory, right?
Yep.
This is it. With 3:06 left in the clock, you may not get another chance to get the ball. So 3rd down.
I'm circling Christian Maldonado with my magic
Here we
pen
go.
right
Raven
now.
Rojas back to pass.
Oh.
And it was wide open.
Yep. Not a good pass by Raven at all.
So 4th down. This is it. This is
Do or die.
This is do or die for the Jackets right now. Chavez, I'm surprised he's not going to use one of his timeouts.
Well, it's
He's probably
incomplete.
going to save him. Yeah, it's incomplete. That's true. Incomplete pass.
I don't think you really have to. It's
Yeah,
just,
no, that's true.
But right now, I mean, if I'm Coach Chavez, I'm looking at my big
But
guy,
this is
number
it.
12.
I mean, this is 4th down right here.
Five out. 5 wide. 1 back. That's intercepted, John.
Intercepted Mercedes.
He's going for 12.
He was going for number 12, Christian Maldonado.
That was just well defended by the Mercedes
that was
defense.
number
40. That was number
number
40.
30.
Juan Cerda with a pick.
Number 40. And look at Raven.
Oh, he's beating himself up over the head right now, man.
Yeah.
He's
So 2:54. We need something here. If I'm Mercedes, I'm running the ball. I'm running.
Oh, yeah.
I'm running the ball.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, 1 man in the backfield
Chew up the clock and
with Alegria.
take the victory.
And yep, handoff. He gets tripped up.
Now, if you're Edcouch, now you start using your timeouts. You got 2. I'd be calling a timeout right here, right now.
Yeah, I would too. I would wait. I would let the clock take a little bit more. It's 2nd and 11. Of course, they're going to use that play clock all the way down.
Yeah.
There's no 2 minute. Well, there's no 2 minute warning here. So 23-16, Mercedes on top. 2nd and 11. Tigers have the ball. 4th quarter.
They got Twins left.
So handoff goes to number 21, and now I'm pretty sure you're calling a timeout. That was 21, Sonny Vela. They don't call a timeout.
Wow, I'm shocked.
They don't call a timeout.
Well, I see Coach Chavez pointing at the scoreboard like I think he's there.
Yeah,
Go.
there it is.
And I think he's pretty pissed right now. I think he's been trying to get a hold of his coach and saying, "Hey, call a timeout. You need to do it now." And by the time it got to the refs, he's like, "Well, we just killed about 30 seconds right there."
This could be one of the wildest finishes we've seen, to be honest with you.
Oh, absolutely.
If Mercedes gets a first down, that's all.
Game's over.
It's
Yeah,
game's over.
Yeah,
That's it.
3rd and 8.
Because even with a timeout left, it's the clock is their best friend.
right.
The play clock. If Edcouch can stop them, you're gonna have to burn a timeout.
I think you can
Because they're not gonna throw. They're gonna run.
Right. They stop them here on 3rd and 8.
You
They'll
gotta
get
call
the ball
timeout.
back, call a timeout. They'll end up with the ball offense. Jackets will have with about 1:20 left with 0 timeouts.
Think about this. Think if we would have converted on both of those field goals. It'd have been
Yeah.
23-22.
Oh, all we need
we
is a
would have
field
needed
goal.
was a field goal to win this thing. You know that?
Yeah, 3 points would get
Literally,
us the
3
W.
points would get us a W.
Uh-huh.
Whereas now, I mean, the pressure is we need a touchdown. No matter what, and that's just to tie the ball game.
Right.
So here we go. This is it. 3rd and 8. Ball to 27.
Shotgun formation.
Alegria with the ball, and he's just going to run it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's smart. You know what? Move back as far as you can because you're going to punt. Timeout, Edcouch. Edcouch will get the ball back, 1:41. Alegria just pushing it back further for a punt.
Yeah.
That's why he did what he did.
And that was real smart of number 19 of the Yellow Jackets, just contained. He stayed outside and said, hey, I'm not going to let you burn me on the outside like you've been doing all night.
They weren't even planning that. They were
Yep.
planning to go back as far as they could. That way, you pin the punter back as much as you can. You're trying to run off extra time as well.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You'll burn.
You got 1:41, no timeouts, 4th and 18. You know what?
And I'll tell you what.
Hey,
you know,
I'm gonna tell you what, man. This is football right here.
yeah.
You see this in the
It's
NFL.
really exciting.
You see it in college. You see it everywhere.
This is
You
very
know
exciting.
what? Hey, man. Maybe it's time to call the annexation of Puerto Rico. If we're gonna quote the Little Giants, how about the annexation of Puerto Rico? Or
How about a little fumble-rooski?
how about the Three Little Pigs? The Three Little Pigs. Yeah, I would be going after the punter right now, or I'd be trying to get that center to get a botch snap. Snap is off.
That was close. Not a very good punt either, but look at this.
Ball is picked up. Gets to the 40, about the 39-yard line. I think that was Cardenas on the return.
Looks like Cardenas. Good return inside of Tiger territory. Ball be placed about the 40-yard line, I believe.
So, nope, actually, yeah, they got it at the 40. 1:30. 23-16.
No timeouts.
No timeouts.
You got to love this kind of excitement, don't you, Monty?
Who's going to be the star?
Exactly, and that's what Coach Chavez is
who's going to be the star right now?
probably challenging.
Who's going to be the star?
He's challenging his offense. Who is telling them the same words you're saying?
Who's going to be the man?
Who wants it?
They're going to pass to the outside sidelines.
So Chavez is questioning something again. I don't know if he's questioning maybe the spot of the ball or what, but he's questioning something.
I like Gene Hackman. He quoted it best in that movie, The Replacements. Winners always want the ball, even when the game's on the line.
Want the ball when the game's on the line.
Didn't they start off with 3 and only burn 2 timeouts? Shouldn't they have 1 left?
Coach Jimmy McGinty, baby. The old coach
Shane
from
Falco was a lefty.
Yeah, he was.
Shane was a lefty.
He was a lefty.
What's going on? Free kick? What?
Wow. What's going on here?
I don't quite understand what's going on.
What?
So yeah, it's a re-kick.
But they look like they've been pinned back even
They've been
further.
pinned back even further.
So there must have been a foul. You know
So,
what? I
like this.
I think it was.
I like this.
Yeah, I think it was a chop block when they were trying to go for the punt. One of the defensive linemen was chopped,
So here we go.
and I think they called that a personal foul. Wow, look at this turn of events.
So Jake Cardenas gets it 40,
Come on.
35. There's a
There's
flag.
a flag.
30. He gets hit at the 28-yard line, but there is a flag.
Yeah,
I
and if
think
it goes,
I think it's going to come against us.
if
to
it
be
goes
honest.
against Edcouch, that should put it right up, about the 40-yard line either way, which is initially where they were going to be. Well, they're kind of in the range of the 40-yard line.
Yep, that goes against the Jackets. So that's going to put the ball at, they're about
the
right.
50-yard line.
Wow. 50 yards
Well,
to pay dirt,
you
baby.
know, and then
Minute 18 on the clock.
They
you
took
know
off.
what?
They took off 10 more seconds off the clock. So now you're in midfield with a $1.18.
Maybe Tyler should have let that go. Would have had 10 more seconds with 10 more yards. We were at the 40.
Here we go, man. This is it. Hey, what a better way for a rivalry game
Yeah.
than to have it like this. So here we go. Trips to the right, one to the left. Raven Rojas back to pass. Raven looking for an open man.
He's got a
Raven's
lot
going to
of
run
breathing
it.
room.
Gets down about the 48, and he's going to have to get his guys back on tick, 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 tick. Get back up there.
Yeah.
Get that play in as quick as you can. And you can see the receivers. There they go. Everybody's in motion. Everyone's
These are the
three
2-minute drills.
receivers to the left.
2-minute drills. You
One
practice.
to the right. You got one man in the backfield with Rojas. Here we go. Raven back to pass. Throws it to Jake Othernash, who gets the 40, 35.
Wow, look at him.
Spins his way to the 33
juking
yard
around.
line. Come on. You need to spike the ball. Look at him. You look at him. Chavez telling him, get up there, get up there, get up there. So they're going to run a play. They're going to run a play.
Well, they need to do
I
it
don't know
now.
what, 30 seconds, run the play. Here we go. Raven back to pass, looking for an open man. Oh, wow.
That was intended for Barco. That was nowhere in the range.
Yeah, that
of
was
Barco.
nowhere in range. That was a misread. Barco just stopped running.
I mean, on the flip side, they did stop the clock, so that's good with 22
seconds left.
But man,
I'd love to say quote the Raven nevermore, but oh man.
a timeout taken by Mercedes.
Good thing I got a strong heart, I'm gonna tell you.
Well, I'll tell you what, John, this has been exciting.
Well, you know
from
what?
beginning to end.
Well, let me ask you this. George had something interesting. If you score, do you go for two?
Man,
Or do you just go to OT?
That's a very good question.
Remember when we did it against Westaco that one year?
Well,
And it shot us in the foot, and that's what broke our streak. Joe Solis decided to go for two against Westaco.
Well, here's the thing.
And that ended our winning streak, 36-0. Yeah.
You got Crispin, who's missed 2 field goals tonight. He hasn't been too accurate when it comes to the extra points and the field goals. If they manage to score, I say you go for 2.
Let's score. Let's get in the end zone. Let's get
I
in
say
the
you
end
go for
zone.
2 and go for the win.
22 seconds. Listen to this place is getting loud. Loud. Listen to these bleachers are being. Raven Rojas.
That's a reverse.
No, actually, it was
It was a reverse pass by number 12. It was
Christian Maldonado.
Christian Maldonado.
So 15 seconds.
He had a man wide open, but defense read that perfect. They were all over Christian Maldonado before he could get that ball off.
So here we go. 15 seconds left. 23-16. Jackets with the ball. Tigers have the lead. Ball is at the Mercedes 33-yard line.
Coach Bradley Chavez pulling
Chavez
out
is
the
trying to
tricks
pull
out of the bag.
everything. Trips to the left, one to the right, one in the backfield. Rojas back to pass, looking for an open man. Intercepted. And that's going to be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. The fat lady is sung. 3 seconds left. Wow.
That's the ball game.
Wow.
And look at Mercedes down there celebrating
Oh,
their.
yeah.
They had a barrel that
Wow.
beat dunked all over Coach Adame right now. 5 years in a row, John.
5 in a row.
The streak
man.
continues. But you know what? You got to give credit to the Edcouch-Elsa defense. They played a heck of a game. The score should have probably been, with all the weapons, that Alegria has, and the work that number 2 has done. Sammy Galindo and number 14. Josiah Cantu and 21. I mean, each of them with a touchdown pass here tonight.
Yep.
You got to give credit to the defense, man. They played a heck of a game
We're
tonight.
going to get just he's just going to knee it. And that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Your final. Edcouch-Elsa 16, Mercedes 23.
That's
Wow.
the way your first district game goes down.
What? 23-16. Wow, man. You know what? Hey, give Mercedes credit, man. I'll agree tonight.
He was
I'll
on
agree,
fire.
man.
Yeah, 3 touchdown
3
passes.
TDs. Yeah, I think he showed that. You know what? I think his arm is fine, Mark. I think his arm's okay.
It looked more than fine tonight.
Yeah. So, guys, any last words? Mark, any last words that you got? I mean,
You know, if you're Edcouch-Elsa, man, Coach Bradley Chavez and your team, hey, you got a good team. Just keep your head in there. You know, it's still very early in the season. Let's got a lot more football to play. You got to learn from your mistakes, and you got to just practice. Practice makes perfect, and I think the one thing you got to really focus on if you're the offensive coordinator, hey, you got to work on your snaps. You got to work on the snaps. Get your center to snap the ball correctly, and minimize your penalties, and everything will be fine moving forward.
Snaps, breaks.
That's it.
And those are my 3 words tonight: penalties, snaps, and breaks.
Yep.
Because it killed us. It killed us. We had some fall in our favor.
Yeah.
But I think we had more go against us than went for us. So.
Yep.
With that said, Mark, next week, of course, we'll be at home. It'll be homecoming.
Yeah.
Valley View comes to town. Of course, we are 0-1, but it's not over. There's a lot of football left.
A lot of football.
You know what? You shake this one off. Give credit to Mercedes. This is their 5th straight win against us. But you know what? Hey, back to the drawing board. And right now, you know what? We lost to one Tigers team. Why don't we beat another Tigers team next week in
That's
Valley
right.
View? With that said, ladies and gentlemen, Pete, the man,
Pistol Pete.
Mr. Pete, Mr. Funky George.
Funky Fresh.
We got Mayhem.
Mayhem in the
And
building.
John Cannon. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night and an awesome weekend. We'll see you next week.
Good night, everybody.